Enigma.
Yeah, you would suffer in lane for sure. So Ursa or Marcy, I feel like those are the two. Both of them would lane relatively well against the Enigma, can get on top of her. Later on, there are Lina counters once they bite the Basher. If it's a 1 versus 1, the Lina will lose. So which one is it going to be? I feel like whichever one you ban, the other one will get picked. But the thing about Tundra is that maybe they can move this Lina to a mid lane. I wouldn't be too surprised with a 9 Lina with an Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, I think that's such a wasted opportunity, though. I feel like Spellcaster Lina would be so good if right-click Lina didn't exist, because it's like on a completely different level. And we see the Naga ban. They don't want to face the Naga that they played last game.
Yatoro was probably looking at that one, and yeah, Skidder, I can do that as well. I'm gonna show you now. I can be annoying, but you are not going to be. The Tiny has been banned out. This is looking to me like a potential Tusk third pick here for Team Spirit. It's not going to be a flex pick, but it is a nice pick against the Lina, and it is a Laurel hero.
We see the clock ban, like you mentioned. I feel like they're already going to have a plan. So what do they need? They need 3 core positions still.
Yes.
We spoke about the good core matchups for the carry, but what about offlane? Do they just want to pick the Centaur again? Because I feel like even though they lost, the Centaur did a lot of work.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's a solid one against the Lina if you want to take a couple of points and retaliate, because she attacks fast, but she doesn't necessarily attack too strong. Though Collapse doesn't want to go for more points and retaliate, so maybe that might be the reason they skipped the Centaur.
They're once again taking their sweet time on this pick. Let's see any other heroes that we could be looking at for Team Spirit. The Leshrac is still in the pool as well. That's another meta hero that's gone unpicked. Same for the Death Prophet. We've seen a suspicious amount of, a suspicious lack of Death Prophet in the last 2 series.
Yeah, Team Spirit didn't play a lot of it in the DPC. And it wasn't as popular in Western Europe as it was in Eastern Europe. In Eastern Europe, it was first picked every single time. In Western Europe, you know, from time to time, it was there. So I guess that's the main reason these teams just don't favor it that much.
Okay, we do see the Lesh. It's a pretty good Laurel hero. Has good matchups against almost every single mid. So nice pick. And I feel like that could have been a solid option for Tundra as well. So taking that away is always nice.
So now you know what you're up against in the mid lane. So 9, he can get one of his weird heroes. I wouldn't hate a 9 Pango here. Actually, it deals well with every single hero in Team Spirit.
It's an option. I don't think it's super great against the Treant. Not out of the box. I guess when you get the shard, it's a bit better. It's definitely an option. Ember is still in the pool as well. I don't think it wins against Lesh, but it doesn't lose hard enough.
Definitely not. But you're up against the Rubik and the Tree, and those are solid lockdowns for you. Rubik catch is something that you never want to be playing against, especially he steals your Sleight of Fist and he catches you from far away. So I'm not sure if they want to be going for that one, but those are some 9 heroes that I would be wanting to see.
What else can he play? I feel like with 9 it's also really hard to predict. Like, it could be a Zeus or a Doom. He's played a Centaur mid. He's played Bat Rider. I guess Bat Rider is banned, but it's gonna be a Monkey King. I guess that's the Saxa hero. Feels like a Saxa hero.
Maybe a Snake King hero as well. They have played the Naga Siren 5 there with the Lina as well, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Though it is weird, but it definitely is a Saxa hero. He has played quite a lot of it in the past years. Though, has he played it in the DPC?
I don't think so. It's been a while, but none of the Tundra players have played too much Monkey King, it seems.
So we might be seeing a spellcasting Lina, you know, against the Lesh, having some burst damage. It's not gonna hurt. I'm getting hyped up here, probably for nothing. And the Phoenix does come out, so extra team fight there. There's the Saxa hero. That's the real one. Sometimes you have to be careful, though. If your Monkey King is in the trees, you use the egg, you could put him down. So that's going to be something that they're going to have to communicate about. But for now, no egg hitters on Team Spirit.
But you would say that this is the Saxa hero? I think this is a pretty firm snaking hero.
Oh,
seconds
the
remaining.
Phoenix.
Okay.
They tend to play it as a
True.
5.
True. You're right. Do you want to lane it with Lina though? Well, it might be a Monkey King carry. This to me is looking like a solid Beastmaster pick here for Spirit. The only thing I'm scared of, if you are laning against the Monkey King, you might suffer. But overall, it's good against the Enigma, it's good against the Lina. It does give you some vision. Okay.
Oh. I liked your Beastmaster. I feel like it would have been really nice, but I can't be mad about a collapse Mars ever.
Yeah. I think it was a tournament, third-party tournament called Snow Sweet Snow, where Collapse, it was like 2 years ago before they won TI, maybe even more, where Collapse was just a beast on his Mars. Like every single game they would pick it for him. Obviously Mars was a bit of a stronger hero then, but it still does the same thing. You know, you can get the Monkey King down from the trees quite nicely. You're great at initiating, just repositioning heroes, and we know that Team Spirit likes to have these repositioning heroes.
Snow, Sweet Snow, that takes me back. I believe that was the first LAN I ever casted. That's nice.
LAN?
Yeah, we had a remote, like all the casters were together. The players weren't there, but still, we were all on location. It was really nice. Or maybe
Damn,
we're
okay.
talking about an entirely different tournament.
10 seconds
Maybe
remaining.
we are. Either way, Collapse, Mars, it is nothing to laugh about. It's one of his best heroes. It's one of the type of heroes that he likes to play. The one that does CS quite a lot in the lane, that scales super well. So I'm liking it. And they're gonna ban out the Ursa. They think Team Spirit need they think Tundra needs a carry.
I feel like they're just as lost as us.
What do you mean? We have gotten everything correct. I don't know what the hell you're talking about here, Wingblade. Just kidding, of course. Tundra, so hard to read through them. I feel like in TI, I could read what they were trying to do, what they were trying to accomplish, their items, everything made sense. Now, they're all over the place.
Turn to ban.
We see the Yatoro Morphling still banned out. Would have been really nice this game. Even against the Lina, which is not the best matchup ever. It's still a Yatoro Morphling.
True. What is left? Do you go for like a... You go for a Marcy. That's what's left. A Marcy is left, Wingblade.
5
Oh
seconds
yes,
remaining.
give it to us. But I would definitely ban a mid laner here. I mean, come on. They ban another carry. Do they really think this is gonna be a 9 Lina? Truly?
And then not be a Skitter Monkey King with the 9 Lina.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Lina isn't super great against Mars because you can't pierce the arena, but still.
5 seconds remaining.
It would be so strange if they let through the Lina and then Tundra picks it up and they don't even play it as a carry. It seems like such a waste of potential. But hey,
If
we've
you-
been wrong about their picks before, so...
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not even mad at myself or you. On you a little bit because you are the analyst. If they are going for a carry here, I think CK makes a lot of sense for
CK
Tundra.
against Lesh. I don't like that.
What did you say? You have something to say there? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And now I'm RC. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a really nice way to round up this draft from Team Spirit.
Well, they pick it up, but I still don't like it.
10
Why not?
We'll see if they can make it work. And then I'll take back everything, and you're gonna be right, and I'm gonna be left, but we'll see.
That is actually the case on our screens here, so I'm sorry, Wingblade, but you got no chance there. And what's it gonna be? It is gonna be an Alchemist from Team Spirit, so something completely different here. Team Spirit, they're like, yeah, Tundra, you want to spread the map? You want to farm? Well, we're gonna farm faster, and then 25 minutes into the game, we're gonna take everything. This is a good hero against the Chaos Knight as well because of the Radiance. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this Team Spirit draft as well. Like, I want to go for them. I'm like, oh, they have such nice heroes. They have the Leshrac, they have the Alchemist against the CK and the Phoenix, and it looks so good. But, I mean, Tundra, they have the Lina. And even though it's gonna be the mid Lina, which I like a lot less than the carry Lina, it's still Lina. And Lina is so stupid broken.
Is 9 playing a magic damage or a right-click Lina in this game?
Okay, so they have the Monkey King, they have the CK. And it is 9. I feel like there is a solid chance that it's like a hybrid Lina, where it's like not full right click with like the turret, you know, just shooting things, but it's also not gonna be like Aghanim's Octarine madness. So I feel like it's gonna be like just a fast BKB and then wherever the game takes him.
So the old Lina, right? The one that was being played before it was played in the carry role.
I think so.
Yeah, we are very unsure here. I do favor Spirit here as well. I like the Alchemist, even though the hero doesn't usually work. Spirit are the type of team they can definitely make it work here. But it's this time around, I feel like Tundra are gonna be slightly more aggressive and mostly coming from their safe lane as well, from the CK. So I'm pretty sure that Skitter is gonna be a bit more aggressive in this game. If not in terms of getting kills, then at least in terms of positioning on the enemy side of the map, just to stop the Alchemist from farming. I think we are gonna have a faster and more exciting game here in game 2.
Yeah, I think so too. But you never know, man. I could definitely see this going 70 minutes as well, and just two teams like stuck in base, duking it out. But we'll see. I do think Skeeta's Chaos Knight is very good, so even if it's against the Lash Alchemist, which aren't exactly favorable matchups, if there is anyone who can make it work, it's probably him.
Yeah, that's one of his strongest heroes for sure. And I like illusion-based heroes against the Mars in the later stages of the game, but he usually crushes them in the lane. But CK is different. He actually does not lose the lane versus a Mars. And looking at the odds here from BetBoom, whose site you can visit if you click on the banner below, it is going to be Tundra slightly favored, and they have been looking like a slightly better team currently in the BetBoom Universe Episode 1. But this is still a best-of-5 grand finals. Anything can happen. Even if you go 2-0 on Tundra, it doesn't mean that it's over.
Wonder if Yatoro is gonna pick up the level 1 Greevil's Greed, or if he's gonna get something like a stun and they're gonna try to do something.
No way you get a level 1 Greevil's Greed. I feel like it's either a stun or the acid spray, right? Especially against the Enigma, if you would do that one, you would just shoot yourself in the foot.
I guess that's fair enough. Collapse. No mangoes just yet. Just a lot of branches.
Are you liking the mango meta overall?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a bit degenerate, but it's fun, right?
Yeah, next... Oh, he actually goes for the stun. Yatoro wants to go for Skitter. And this is a tanky hero, but he doesn't have that much armor. They're gonna stun him. This is a first blood, and they're gonna try to give it to Laurel, but Mira, like a good Rubik, says no. Doesn't even need to use the Fade Bolt. He just goes with the right click.
I mean, Alchemist isn't meta, but I still remember just how strong his level 1 stun is. It's like one of the longest duration, highest damage stuns in the game, if you can get it off. I believe the first level is maximum damage of 150, stun duration of almost 2 seconds. It's really good.
Definitely, but you can stun yourself though, so we'll see how it goes there. I think that first blood, it's not that big of a deal, because the Rubik got it, Laurel didn't. And also you skilled up the stun on the Alchemist. It is a strong spell, but not the best one that you want to have against the Enigma.
Yeah, for sure.
Laurel, he's being bullied here by 9 a bit. We all forgot just how powerful Delina can be in the mid lane. She pretty much wins all of the matchups, though. Laurel is going to be doing well for now.
Yeah, I think this matchup is fairly even. Both of them can spam their spells, and I wouldn't expect to see any kills.
Mira, he pulls for Tundra there. Snaking is going to be very happy about it, but Mars, he is farming quite nicely. The lane will be in a good position for him, so overall it is going to be fine on the top lane. Looking in the mid lane, should the Lina come out ahead? It should, right?
I don't think so. I think it's even. We're very similar heroes, at least in the lane. They're gonna be using their stuns to secure creeps. They have pretty much even base armor and damage, so it's a really like skill dependent matchup.
So I was casting a Southeast Asia game where Alina went. Actually, it was eHome, but it wasn't. They were playing against the Southeast Asia team. Where Lina went for the right-click build in the mid lane. So 1-1-3 was the build on level 5. Is that something that you would like to see?
I think so, yeah. The passive is just too broken. It's a free double moonshot. And as a mid with the bottle, most likely you're gonna have enough mana to keep it up. It's just too efficient not to take it. Even if you do want to go for a spellcaster build, I feel like the passive is just simply too strong.
Spirit are gonna win here. Yatoro has 100% win rate on the Alchemist, so it's over for Tundra. They just can't win though. To be honest, they did beat the Collapse Centaur, who had like 77%
Radiant's
a
turret
win probability there, but you know, 77 and 100, it's not the same.
True. Men lie, women lie, but stats don't lie. And Saxa, he's playing against the double melee lane. We haven't spoken about this yet, but Monkey King in this game, as a support, can actually do a ton of work.
Yeah, he's just smacking them. Let's go, smack onto Yatoro. He's gonna be getting a lot of denies when he gets the Jingoos, and now with the Boundless Strike, he's really doing a solid amount of damage. And Monkey King is not that hero any longer who doesn't have a lot of armor, so he can stay inside of the acid spray. Now he gets away, but another Jingu mastery on him is gonna be making sure that Yatoro has a bad time in terms of creeps.
Miposhka, he's running around with full HP and he living armored himself. I feel bad for Yatoro.
Yeah, well, you're useless, Yatoro. You're not gonna be doing anything. The lanes are going amazingly well for Tundra, though. They're doing well in all three of their lanes, especially the Enigma one. 13 denies, and Yatoro only has 10 CS. Some stacks are gonna be needed.
Yeah, really nice start for Tundra.
The lanes. Usually, Tundra, they're solid in lanes. They understand the matchups quite nicely. So we mentioned these guys, they practice a lot. They're very disciplined, and it is showing here in the laning phase. It showed even more in the previous one, but overall, this is just a amazing start. Despite the first blood, they're still in favor in terms of net worth. And Yatoro, he can't get any creeps.
Yeah, 33 has 14 denies at 4 minutes. That's like almost half of the creeps.
How does this change? I mean, the current situation on the map where Spirits are losing the lanes. Okay, Collapse is gonna get the spear onto the Phoenix. The Snake King should be living there. No, the hit. He does have the Fairy Fire there under the tower. Will have enough armor to survive. And Poshka dies on the bottom lane. And Yatoro, without his support, he's gonna be in an even more uncomfortable position.
This is just really rough, and I don't feel like it's gonna get much better for Yatoro in the bottom lane. He just needs to get a few levels, get his Ring of Basilius for some mana regen, and then retreat into the jungle, like Skeeter did last game.
That is probably going to be the case. Shutting down the Alchemist might not be the biggest problem, considering that he does come back fairly easily. But when it comes to rotations, it's going to be very hard for Spirit to do much. They do have the Lesh. I'm guessing he's going to be having to do a lot of the heavy lifting here.
I think so too. And as expected, both of the mids are really close in terms of net worth. I believe Lina had a few more denies, but it's really close.
It definitely is there, but that's actually nice for the mid lane, because I expected the Lina to do better, but it's not gonna be happening here. Yatoro finally getting himself a little bit in terms of CS, but now he's being slapped by a level 2 Jingu mastering. He actually might go down with the living armor. It is gonna be hard to go through all of that, but Saxa at least wants another stack of Jingu. This time he's not gonna be getting it.
33 is quite low, so he needs to be a little bit careful. He should be fine. Nine is maxing
He
his
gets the
Q.
stun onto the right hero, but a couple of more hits. He does have the sticks. They need 2 more. He's gonna be running away. He's very fast with the 7 charges there on his Fiery Soul, but that's gonna be expiring fairly soon. He can reuse it on the Roche if he wants to TP at the ready. Hides in the trees, goes away. Mira won't be there in time.
Ooh, that was so close. But Nine makes it out. Space created.
If he hadn't done everything perfectly there, he's dead. If he had stunned the Rubik, he just dies to the Lesh, but he knew which hero he needed to focus on to have the best chance of surviving, and in the end he does. It will give a little bit of time to the Lesh to get ahead of the Lina, but overall not that big of a deal. Yatoro now surrounded by so many Eidolons, will be slapped to death, and Miposhka, the only thing he can do is hide in the trees as Tundra continue to dominate this bottom lane completely. It's not looking good here, and we have 2 Linas here. Yep, Observer is gonna be showing that one to us as Our viewers are clicking on the banner below to get the $15 free bet. Saxa, he doesn't dodge that attack, and because of it, he's gonna be going down. No, he's actually fine. He did have the fairy fire, and Poshka is not gonna be getting that kill. He understands. He gets the Jingoos, he uses the boundless, and I'm the one that goes down.
Was really close. But nice call not to chase there, at least. And Collapse is closing into level 6, and then they could try to make a play onto Skeeter. Maybe with one rotation, they're gonna have enough damage. Level 6.
The bottom lane there is
Not
level
even
6.
gonna wait.
Yeah, he doesn't need the rotation. Just wants to go, but Skeeter is actually gonna be fighting, yeah, through the bulwark. You're not gonna be healing too much. The Monkey King is deeping, and Collapse is gonna have a bonk. He misses the bonk! No, Collapse! Oh, are the nerves getting towards him?
Maybe. They might have needed the rotation after all. I was like, ooh, maybe they can kill him, but they can't, and 9 definitely can kill Yatoro. Tundra having all the early momentum right now. Only Laurel really doing well for himself.
That's a solo kill with the Laguna, just cuts down Yatoro. Everyone on Spirit is suffering, as you mentioned. Laurel is having a good time, but we're seeing that they're starting to crumble under the pressure. This is not a good thing here in the best of 5 grand finals, but they probably can kick themselves back into the game. It's still not over. A couple of mistakes doesn't mean that the game is done.
No arena for another 30 seconds, so Skeeter can rest easy, just click some creeps and be fine. Yatoro, he's trying to go mid again because bot is so awful, but he also died mid, so he's really struggling right now. 9 minutes, only level 5. Not anywhere close to his Radiance.
Daxa is even denying his creeps here in the mid lane. It feels like double support in the mid, but one of them is actually a core that is not having a good time. Yes, it is an alchemist, but 3.2k net worth 9 minutes in. It is not a place you want to be at. He will be coming back once you get more points in Greevil's Greed, but before that, he needs the acid spray. He needs his ulti, so it's gonna take some time before Yatoro is a farming machine.
I mean, once he hits the Radiance, he's gonna be able to recover, but at that point they might have lost a lot of the map already. Luckily, they do have Laurel, and he's actually going for a Blink Dagger first item. He wants to be hyper-aggressive together with Collapse. They know they need to make the space for this Alchemist.
There was one game of Game and Gladiators in the previous BetBoom tournament, the Christmas show, where Quinn, he saw that his team was losing heavily and he went for first item blink. They didn't win in the end, but he created so much space and made so many plays around the map. So Laurel, he's probably going for the same approach here.
This is very nice if they can get it.
Yatoro, he's hoping for a kill. Give it to me, and it is gonna be given with the struggling carry. Meanwhile, top lane snaking. He cannot fly away just yet. He cannot fly away ever because he's gonna be lifted up and then brought down by Collapse. Wants to go over the cliff. Not gonna be happening.
Really nice patience from Mira. He was so ready with that lift.
So easy on him. Oh, Black Hole, not gonna be that great. 33. He's gonna be very unhappy with that one. Pretty much has used the Black Hole the same amount of seconds as in the previous game.
Yeah, fair enough. And 9 actually did go for the other lands and then max of the spells.
Okay. So it is gonna be a Magic Lina. He's committing onto it with the E3. That's Maposhka getting jumped on from the trees to the trees and down with the trees. Maposhka tries to go for the ulti and then he just drops down with the mid lane tower, probably following suit.
Ooh, they actually want to defend this. If they can get a stun onto 9, that would be big. They can make something happen.
That's a stolen reality rift. Now not any longer. Laurel comes in with a blink, going for 9, and they have the Dragon Slave, so 9 is going to be dropping low. He's dead. He's going to turn around, trying to kill the Rubik. Not going to be successful at that, and Laurel, he claims a big one. The reveal of the Blink Dagger is successful.
Yeah, and they defended tier 1 as well, and that is huge. Because they do have the Treant that can heal up the towers again. And they need all the space in the jungle they can get, so keeping the map closed for Tundra like that is huge.
Living Armor, though, it is not as good as it used to be in terms of healing towers, so it's gonna take some time. Collapse, he's being targeted. Wukong's command being used. Nice spear there onto Skinner just in time, and Collapse now is gonna be running away. But he's gonna be blocked in, slowed down, and pulled back in. But Laurel comes over with the stun. No, the Lina is gonna be better there, but the splitter does come out a little bit too late. 9, he can't go forward because he's on the cliff, and the egg is gonna be unsuccessful. Laurel will get himself away.
We still get the collapse, so pretty nice trade for Tundra, all things considered. At the same time, Yatoro is finally farming the jungle pretty well though, and he's starting to creep up in the net worth chart.
Yeah, he is getting towards the top there. Of course, it's an alchemist. You want to be having more. But getting equal with the enemy when he had a detrimental laning phase already is going to be acceptable for him. Larl gets his bottle refilled. There's going to be some salves flying around. Team Spirit are ready to go again. Mars has an arcane boots. I haven't seen that in forever.
I think Collapse does this every time he plays Mars because he knows he's gonna build Refresher at some point. And if you go for the phase boots, you don't really have mana to comfortably use 2 arenas, 2 spears, 2 God's Rebukes. So this is like a Collapse staple.
Yeah, I guess ever since they nerfed the refresher mana and they added the BKB mana, right?
Dire's top
And he even gets it if he doesn't plan on getting Greaves. It's just his boots of choice.
They probably might get a Greaves at some point. We'll see if that's the case. For now, he wants the Shard, BKB, Hex. Okay, those are his wishes. We'll see if they do come true. Currently, it's optimistic, but as the game progresses, he's going to be getting into those items. Miposhka level 6, we haven't seen his ulti being used. In Yatoro, he's going to have the Sacred Relic fairly soon. Once the Radiance comes out, that is when the farm really begins.
He's so close to his Relic. If he goes down now, right now, that would be a big deal. But it's only the Saksa posturing.
He just wants to be there to annoy Yatoro, and for now he's doing a good job slowing him down. If he's not attacking creeps, you're happy. And currently he is not. He's gonna have to wait for the creeps to respawn. And Saksai, now you're gonna pay the price for those stones. It's gonna be a tree dance. He gets pushed to the high ground, but now with the tree dance, he's gonna be taking some damage still. The turnaround is gonna be quite nice, and they'll lose the Mars. The question is, do they even lose Saksai here on Tundra? No. He's gonna be healed up just enough by staking, and the chase is on. Mira might be next. The stun there, the splitter, not gonna be connected on anyone, but he does toss the CK away, and the reality rift will not be coming through.
This Monkey King is so tanky. My goodness.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yep, I guess it's very hard to kill him. Larl, he does find... You were talking about something? Yeah, when Lesh comes over, he's just not that tanky any longer. Mira, with the tree dance, will be giving the right amount of vision.
Radiance should be coming up really soon for the Alchemist. I'm not sure if Tundra is doing enough to shut him down. Because if this goes later, I would definitely favor Team Spirit. We've seen before what a level 25 Treant can do. So if this goes super late game, I have a clear favorite.
Under attack.
Alina in the smoke. Going slowly collapse. He just jumps in and immediately is like, nope. Too many heroes here. A lot of traffic. They're gonna disperse. So the smoke from Tundra is not gonna be giving anything. Team Spirit, they're gonna stay safe.
9, he's going for the shard plus Aghanim's build, so it is the true spellcasting Lina build. Getting those stacking damage, I don't know what to even call it, but the shard increases his damage with spells for fiery soul stacks. And of course his Aghanims makes him fly and gives him like magic resistance and stuff like that.
Yeah, an extra magic damage dealt as well, so it's gonna be quite a lot. I think it's 105 damage with 7 fiery soul stacks. It's 15 times 7. I think I got that right there. But either way, it's not a lot, but I guess it is not negligible either. We're seeing 2 times odds here in favor of Tundra. They're still being quite heavily favored, and if any of our users want to use that one, they can click on the banner below and get their $15 free if they are new. If not, just join the BetBoom website. It is going to be fun, but 3k gold in Tundra, again, they're controlling the map more, and mind you, this is an alchemist on the other side.
Skeeter is almost ready to fight now. He has his Echo Saber, he has his armlet, just a BKB, and he's all set.
Completely different gameplay. I haven't been following much of Western Europe, and I've forgotten this how they approach it. Saksa comes down from the trees. Not the right tree is going to be cut down there by Miposhka, so Saksa is out.
And Saksa is actually rushing a Diffusal Blade. And I always joke that support Monkey Kings can build whatever they want, and it still looks legit.
I'm a big fan of the Gleipnir currently. Atos into Boundless Strike is just so much catch, but Tundra, it seems to not be the way they want to play Dota. But with Alina and the Boots of Travel, I would like it in the side lanes if he would be hunting with that.
Good catch with Poshka.
He's looking very much dead here. Even with the overgrowth being used, that crit from Skitter just doesn't have enough armor to survive through it.
It's a good amount of damage on the tier 1 top, but at the same time, the mid lane tier 1 for Tundra is being pressured really hard by Laurel with an arcane rune as well.
He's gonna have another round of the Diabolic Edict there if he wants to. Tundra, they're again in a smoke. I haven't seen this Enigma for a very long time. What has 33 been up to?
And he has his griefs, but he's just been doing 33 things. Farming jungle, pushing out side lanes, and not using Black Hole. The classic combination.
Does have the Tumbler's toy, so he can't get close if he wants to. Jump in from Collapse, going for the Lina. The Black Hole is ready. What was stolen? Oh no, it's only gonna be the Midnight Pulse, so he can go for the Black Hole right now if he wants to, but he's actually taking so much damage. If you use it, you just die. Team Spirit, they get 2 kills in the egg. Completely wasted there. You're blocking the path to basically nothing. Your heroes are already dead.
Big kills there. Team Spirit. This Laurel Blink dagger has really been paying off. Like, I've seen it a few times and it's never looked better than this game. And a quick BKB as well. He's not gonna farm super well. Like, he isn't gonna accelerate his farming. He's not gonna be as tanky as he would be with the Bloodstone. But I think this is the exact build that is needed to win this game.
Yeah, they definitely needed him to create space, and with the Blink Dagger, he was able to do just that. Finally, we're gonna be seeing the Laurel, who joined Team Spirit, because in his first games with the team, he was mostly being aggressive, just in the face of the enemies, and that's gonna be his job in this one. Finally, Yatoro is topping the network chart, and he's starting to create some distance between him and the other heroes.
He's starting to come online. Looking at this Tundra draft, do they have the tools to deal with the farmed Alchemist? I would think so, because they do have the Black Hole. They have a lot of damage. I'm not sure if they can execute it, because it's gonna be very hard to play around the arena as well.
And there's a shard on the Mars already. Collapse, he believes in himself. We believe in him too. So getting 2 people to the edge of the arena is going to be so much damage if he manages to do it. Phoenix does have the Veil of Discord, an item we don't see too much. But this Lina, man, when she gets an Aghanim's, it's just going to be a best kill on anyone.
Yeah, I already feel bad for the poor supports for Team Spirit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see someone like Rubik just one-shot.
And then you create space for a Black Hole if the Rubik is dead. It is going to be tough for Mipashka to get there and then cancel it. I'm going to guess that he is going to be working towards his Blink Dagger as well, but currently the Treant Protector is very, very poor.
I wonder when we're gonna see the first Roche. Team Spirit, they tried to go for a smoke, but they couldn't really find anyone, and now Tundra, 5-man smoke as well. So we could be seeing a huge fight soon.
They want to take down the trees. He's thinking about the Midnight Pulse there, but 33 not going to be doing it. Both of the teams smoked up. Laurel is the only one not in it, and Collapse's smoke will break as well as Snaking immediately goes in with the Sunray to prevent the blink. But the Mars is already out. Thinking about going in, they're going to lift up the Monkey King. Laurel has the BKB going forward. You're going to use the Wukong's command, and your Monkey Warriors are going to watch as you go down. But it's a 9-second BKB. Team Spirit, you're not going to be too happy with this one. They want more. And they're going to be getting Skitter, who pops the BKB as well. You're going to have to use that one too. He comes around with the Bulwark, trying to defend himself. The stun from the Lina. Collapse is dropping low, but Alina is gonna be caught. 9. He's gone. He's gone with Collapse, and he's not gonna be surviving through this one. The egg has been popped, but again, just a zoning one.
The stolen Chaos Bolt from Mira is huge. That spell is so good on Rubik with the extra cast range.
We saw the green Chaos Bolt flying towards the Lina, and 9 is looking at it without the BKB. There is no way you live. Team Spirit in an enemy triangle, finally out on the map. I don't think they've seen this triangle of Tundra for the entirety of the series, but finally they'll be there.
It's starting to look better and better for Spirit, but Tundra, they're far from out of it.
I don't like the CK isn't going for a blink. He now finishes the Mage Slayer, but when I saw him go for a BKB, I knew Skitter doesn't want to fight. And I'm not sure if you're gonna get away with this. The Alchemist still isn't reaching critical mass, but in 4 or 5 minutes, he is gonna be there.
I feel like he is gonna get the blink now, but it feels so bad to play CK without a Mage Slayer against Lesh, because all of your illusions just die in like 2 pulses of the Nova.
True. That is
See
very
another
true.
smoke.
They smell fear. They smell blood. They smell victory. In game number 2, Team Spirit, they're still 1k gold behind, and with an Alchemist, it means that they're not doing quite well, but they're the ones that are dictating the tempo of the game. Obviously, they're not going to be finding anyone here. No one from the side of Tundra is on the left side of the map.
33 is once again in the side lanes, trying to
Yep.
push it out, but he might just run into Laurel. That doesn't look like it. He's very patient.
Yep, and he's gonna be TPing to the bottom lane, so Laurel has to deal with the lanes there. I wouldn't hate Laurel when he finishes off this Bloodstone and disassembles the Arcane Boots just to go for the Boots of Travel. You need it here if you're Spirit. Chaos Bolt flying through is gonna pop the egg. He knew he was dead there if that does connect. So Tundra, they're just keeping themselves out of fights. But Yatoro comes over, he does have the BD, has the BKB as well. Once 9 is very fast, Laurel comes over to 9 is looking very much dead. Saxa, he's not gonna be staying there, not gonna be trying to save his teammate. It is done. You're on your own and you're dead.
Skeeter, he might have to pop his BKB to get out of this one. He's patient though. He's still gonna go for it. That's an 8-second BKB now, I believe, or maybe even a 7-second one. But Collapse, he is so fearless. He just chases the enemy carry. He's like, I don't care. You might be able to kill me if you fully commit, but my team is close enough. Come at me, bro.
He always sees when the stun is coming towards him. He uses the Bulwark and just hard for the CK to go for him. If he does have his ulti, if he has the illusions, sure, you're hitting from all sides. But just as a hero on its own, he can't do anything. So I'm liking how Collapse is playing this.
Under attack.
And slowly but surely, the gold advantage is creeping in favor of Team Spirit. It's kind of to be expected. But
Is it
is
enough?
Tundra doing enough? What do you think? Do they need to play more aggressively, or what's the play here?
This is a very hard game to read because I think that Yatoro has been slowed down enough that usually it's 25 minutes into the game where the Alchemist is unkillable, right? If he has a perfect game. But it's 25 minutes into the game, he cannot go to a tower. He can be brought down. So I'm thinking the Team Spirit, they're going to have a rough game ahead of themselves. They're still going to have to execute quite nicely. It's not going to be a walk in the park just because your Alchemist is farmed.
So would you favor Tundra in the later stages of the game then?
Oh, I don't know. It comes down to execution so much because the black hole, it can be cancelled. You have an egg, you have a black hole. I think it might be slightly easier for them to play, but I'm not even sure when it comes to that one. So I would say this is a 50-50 until the Train Protector gets level 25. I would be very surprised if that happens in this game.
So it's 25 minutes. We have a 1k gold advantage. You are saying it's a 50-50? We could be in for a long one once again.
I'm not complaining at all. Roche is gonna be complaining because long games means he dies a lot of times. He is an immortal guy, but his Aegis, his shield, is gonna be stolen. It was already claimed once by Team Spirit. They have their names written in it forever as well as Tundra themselves. So now it's gonna be Team Spirit that claimed the Aegis first.
This is gonna go to Yatoro still.
I would assume he's not opening up his inventory though. They give it to Laurel.
Give it to Laurel indeed. I guess there is only one chemical rage.
Radiant's bottom
It's the same game. I'm watching the same game here. It's different heroes. I thought it's gonna be going differently, but it's Team Spirit trying to go for fights. Team Spirit taking the first Roche, Tundra taking the first tier 2. It's literally the same game we're watching here, Wingblade. So let me just get my predictions here. It is gonna be going until minute 60, and then Tundra are barely gonna win by killing the throne. If we are going by what happened in the previous one, though, I'm hoping we have a little bit of a different scenario in the game too.
We'll see. You're saying it's going to 60 minutes and then Tundra is gonna win, but you also said that Team Spirit was gonna win once they have the 25 on the Treant. So does that mean you don't expect the Treant to be 25 at 60 minutes?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, interesting. We'll keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, this is now a really big stalemate. No one wants to fight. They're just holding the line. Tundra, they're holding a little bit more of the map, but obviously the Alchemist is going to be getting more farm. Skidder is actually very close. Saksa, that's a beautiful boundless strike, which means that he's probably going to live because of it. It was a stolen tree dance, Rubik jumping through the trees, but no monkey business here. He's not going to be going forward.
Dire's middle
And Laurel is gonna be going for the BOTs like you mentioned. Yatoro goes in aggressively and they're gonna find 33. It's a nice freebie.
is under attack.
We get a kill. We get a kill. There was a very long time there was no kill, and this is one is also going to be going in favor of Spirit. They're owning, as Dota will say, and Yatoro is searching for more without the Enigma, fighting for Tundra very hard. But look at their positioning. They're just so nicely dodging Yatoro as he finally finds someone. He's thinking about jumping in. Saksa is going to be next. He turns into a courier. No problem. We're going to kill couriers, Monkey Kings, whatever. We just want blood.
I have to say I'm really impressed by... Ooh, 9. He doesn't have a BKB.
He can't fly so high. And now he's gonna be dropped down low. He's in fire. Lina, not immune to it though. Your hair is on fire, lady, and you will not put it out. Yatoro, he gets another kill there. He's everywhere on the map. He's not farming. He's going for kills. And look at Laurel chasing down Snake King, who's gonna have some nice footwork here, so should be able to survive.
I was gonna say I'm so impressed by the way that Tundra is using the map. Because they're playing against an Alchemist Lashrak and they're still out farming Team Spirit. But then they lost 3 heroes, so that's unfortunate. But still, they're being
Still
really
out-farming.
efficient on the map.
They're still out farming. I really liked how they play around their own vision, how they're guessing exactly where Spirit has vision and keeping themselves slightly out of it. But Snake King, he will be ran down. Finally, Laurel does get him. He is gonna be chasing him until the ends of the earth, and now they're gonna be finding a bigger one, Skeeter. They want him dead, but he is gonna be protected by the Enigma, so he gets himself away.
And BKB was popped by Yatoro. That could be big.
Dire's structures are
No chemical rage either. This is timing for Tundra if they want to go for it, but usually they go with the approach, we don't want to fight, we just want to farm. So we'll see which one they decide to go for. The side lanes again pushed in. Spirit, I think they're super annoyed. They're playing their 4th game of the day where every single lane on the side lanes is just being pushed in. They aren't used to this. In Eastern Europe, people, they just fight until death.
Yep. Oh my goodness. They're just finding kills left and right. I believe it was like the kill score was like 9-9 or something like that. And now it's 16-9. They just keep finding the kills, and slowly but surely they are finding the gold advantage. Aren't heroes
Yeah,
like big creeps anyway?
But still, they can't really threaten the base of Tundra, but they did get down 1 tier 2 in the mid lane. This has been reoccurring here for Team Spirit because their opponents are constantly split pushing, so the only lane that you can go for is the mid lane. Is there like a chance that the Alchemist hits this kind of strength and he comes to the mid lane and just pushes high ground?
I think it's an option, yeah, but they would probably need a pick off. I don't think he can just run up the high ground while 5 heroes are alive.
Yeah, he probably can't do it or he's gonna get burned, just like our announcement there on the screen. Click on the banner below and get your $15 free bet. Spirit in a smoke, top lane, pushed out. This could be a chance they were looking for.
See if they can find someone here. They do have a Rubik with Tree Dance and a Netherlands, which is really nice.
Aksa, get into the trees. No, you're a monkey, you're on the ground and the Rubik is on the trees finding you. So Laurel will be getting himself another one. He's beyond godlike, just like on his Storm Spirit earlier in the day. But the Aegis will expire. Team Spirit, they're holding a 1k gold lead with an Alchemist lineup. Doesn't sound like much. Tundra still don't want to fight. 33, he's gonna be forced into a fight. He gets bashed up, stunned up, and 33 should be going down here. Koshka has the ulti. They'll go for a black hole, but immediately canceled by Laurel again. It is gonna be a half a second black hole, and 33 is dead.
I mean, even if the black hole didn't get immediately cancelled, I mean, there was no follow-up, and he didn't have a BKB either, so the Radiance would have cancelled his blink. He was dead either way.
He had a pipe, so maybe he gets away, right?
Yeah, I guess there was a chance then. Would have been a really cute play. Doesn't quite work out though.
That is usually quite nice, you know. How isn't my Radiant stopping his blink? Yeah, well, he has a pipe, so you're not really doing damage currently on him. But it is going to be an Abyssal Blade on the Alchemist. He has an AC as well. The damage output of the Alchemist is quite strong, and I like that they're focusing on catch. So I would like to see a Hex on the Lesh in some time.
I think he had the Shivas queued up, but I wouldn't mind the Hex either.
The thing is, though, if you itemize too much for catch, you might just start losing team fights. Yeah, he wants the Hex as well, but he wants the Shivas to be able to deal with the CK.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because he's gonna be the one who's actually gonna kill you.
Rick through the trees, he's gonna be finding them, he sees them. Saxa in the trees as well. Ruby going for it, they gotta be brought down, both of them. Who is this gonna favor? Meanwhile, other part of the map, Yatoro, he does have a DD, he's doing so much damage, he's turning around onto Saxa, he wants to run, no more BKB, he's gonna be pulled into the ring, stunned up for 3 seconds, and now there's gonna be a ton of CK illusions going for him. Zap from the Lina, and they finally bring Yatoro down. He's been having such a good game after the laning stage, not any longer.
Yeah, Yatoro had a DD and he tried to kill Skeeter, but Skeeter was getting healed up by the Phoenix, so there just wasn't enough damage. Really nice positioning by Saxa as well, splitting up the fight with the Wukong's command. Like, he's going for some kind of weird carry build, which definitely would have been flamed if this was one of your pubs, but he's making it work. The defusal BKB position for Monkey King. Truly a sight to behold.
Yeah, fighting inside of the Wukong's command is very hard, especially, you know, with these heroes that are pretty much reliant on their mana, especially the Lesh. Lesh does have a shard, so there is some big AoE potential from Team Spirit, but Tundra, they seem to be wanting to go forward now. Skitter does seem pretty powerful at this point.
Skeeter almost has a Skadi, so that's gonna be nice against the Alchemist as well. And he's doing an admirable job farming on this CK, even though CK isn't a hero known for his farming speed.
I guess when you use every single Phantasm to go for creeps, it is, and he is pretty much playing a Naga Siren. He's playing the same hero as last time. He made a Manta, he uses his ulti, and he just continues smacking creeps.
Yep. Shivas is up on the Lesh.
I like the item choice from the Alchemist. I think they do need burst damage, so the Bloodthorn is going to make a lot of sense. They don't have the burst on Team Spirit. They have the constant output of damage, but when it comes to finishing people off fast, Lina and the CK, they're definitely ahead.
Did Alchemist go for the concoction damage talent? Let's see, I believe he got the right one, which is the chemical rage base attack time. So indeed, he doesn't have that much burst damage.
CK, level 20. He's leading the charge and he's saying, let's go, follow me, go for it. He jumps in, the Rubik has been caught. That is gonna be a dead Rubik for sure. A couple of slaps from Skitter will do the job. 33 secures himself a kill. Yatoro has to pop the ulti just to run away. And Team Spirit are on the back foot. Tundra are the ones that are pushing forward now.
It's always crazy with Tundra, right? They were losing in the early game, but it never felt like they were really losing hard enough for it to be game deciding. It was not really a loss, and more of a small setback.
This looks as dominating as they looked in the TI Grand Finals, I have to say, because Spirit, no, even on their timings, they can't do much. Saxa, he missed that one. It's not really worth it was dodged, and now there's gonna be a dead collapse. Look at the damage from 9, it's insane.
And Saxa, he's closing in on a Skadi as well.
This is looking very much in favor of Tundra currently. All of the lanes pushing towards Spirit, and Tundra having the Aegis. They're looking like the stronger team at this point, going high ground against the Lesh with the Shard. Not gonna be easy, but they've already shown that they can be patient enough. We'll wait it out. We'll wait for you to leave. We'll wait. We'll abide our time and find the opening if need be. And Tundra now, they're 5k well ahead. They never really lost the lead for a long period of time, and they are playing against an Alchemist. These guys, they're artists, really, Wingblade.
Yeah, for sure. And even with heroes that other teams wouldn't even consider. Like, how often do you see carry CK and position for Monkey King?
A completely different approach. You know, when I see a CK, I think aggression, early blink, crushing people, overwhelming physical damage, not that good at farming. Skidder, he sees a farming machine, and
Yeah, he's
he
like,
has been that in this game.
Hey, that's a nice Dollar Store version of Naga Siren. Let's go.
Yeah. It is what it is. He's gonna be doing well on that one. Tundra, they needed to revert from Nightfall's aggressive playstyle when they played with him yesterday. Now to Skidder and their full lineup. And this is, I mean, it's not action-packed, but it's just beautiful to watch how a team can have such a different approach to the game and be so successful. Because this is not easy, the way that they're dodging Spirit for quite some time, and the way that they're actually finding the openings to go for fights and knowing where their timing is going to be.
Yeah, now we have an Octarine on 9 as well, and he's working towards getting an Aeon Disc, so he's not going to be able to get bursted anymore.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tundra, they're again choking out Spirit. They're taking the last out of Tower Spirit. They cannot fight into the Aegis. They don't want to fight into the Aegis. And look at Skidder, he does have the Trickster's Cloak, so it's gonna be very hard to lay into this guy with hits, but also the magical damage mitigation. He's happy about it as well. They're going high ground. They want Spirit to come back.
It's going to be a really high ground to breach though. Against
Labs.
the acid spray, the less shard, living armor. I've
Labs
heard
has a
that
Hex.
before.
So Hex does it? Hex doesn't destroy the CK illusions, right? It turns them into a frog. Is that because they're a bit stronger?
I think it destroys them, but I would need to check.
Yatoro, he cannot blink away from this one. The Boundless Strike will not connect. He has nowhere to go. He has the BKB. 33 is going to be waiting for him to go for a TP out. Not going to be happening. The black hole is there, and he's going to be pulled into darkness, pulled into nothingness. They are missing the attacks there, but ultimately the damage will come through, and Skidder will get the kill.
It's a big kill. 80 seconds, no Yatoro, and he doesn't have buyback.
How do you beat this, man? If I was Spirit, I'd be so frustrated. How do you beat this team? I mean, you can't get away from your base. When you get out, you just can't be as good at split pushing as they are. What do you do?
I don't even know. It just feels so hopeless.
Yeah. Oh man. So what do you pick? A Tinker? You know, maybe that way you control the entire map. You pick a Nature's Prophet to stop the push. You pick a Spectre. Those are the things that come to mind, because with conventional means, even with Team Spirit super fast gameplay around the map, they cannot stop the split push. They cannot stop the farming of Tundra.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter what you do. Tundra is always gonna have an answer. Also, I took a little peek, and indeed, there are strong illusions. Even the CK Shard illusion is a strong illusion, which means that it doesn't get instantly killed. You're absolutely correct. My apologies.
No problem there. I was about to listen to you because you are my analyst. So I was like, okay, it's not a strong illusion. My analyst knows, but unfortunately here you're not coming out as the one who is right, because that's me on the screen, which we're gonna be seeing once we get into the caster screen. But Team Spirit, they're going for a smoke. They're searching for something.
I still believe that Team Spirit can take a fight.
Aeon Disc doesn't want to hex just yet. He's gonna be popping the egg. The attack speed is gonna be
Big
good
stun.
enough. Nah, you're not getting out of it. That's a gem. They leave it. He just left the
Behind
gem.
enemy lines.
Oh, that's a poor Mira. You talked about him. You talked about him being bursted down from just the ulti, and that's exactly what happened. And this Lina is approaching level 25. Do you go through the BKB or for the minus cooldown in the Laguna?
I would go for the one that goes through BKB. 'Cause I feel like in the late game, you don't want to constantly be fighting anyway. You want to take a few big fights and make the Laguna Blades count.
See if he doesn't make that one. 9 flying through the trees with a flame cloak. Now the spear will connect onto the Monkey King. He's gonna be stunned again. Look at how afraid Team Spirit are. They can't get out with Skitter coming forward. You have to run. Collapse actually standing his ground. Guys, we will stand our ground here. And now Larl coming forward. No one cares. No one really cares. Tundra are already out.
We have to keep in mind that with the level 25 on the tree, and Team Spirit is once again favored, I would say. So right now it's looking grim, but they still have a chance.
That is true. Though we'll see. You know, Treant in this game and Treant in that one, you don't have that constant output of damage like you had it back then. Yes, it is gonna be, if you get a refresher, a 10-second lockdown that you can do nothing about. But I feel like Tundra, they have a different kind of a lineup and a different kind of approach, and they're not really all that much together.
That is true. We have to keep in mind that Yatoro can also give Aghanims to the Treant. That could be big as well in the late game, because, as I said before, in the late game, Vision is king.
Lesh is level 25. Did he go for the Diabolic Edict?
I would expect him to. Even though the other talent is pretty underrated, I would say. The double bounce on the Lightning Storm could be a lot of damage.
Maybe in this game, who knows, to push out the waves. A Hex onto the Lina. He cannot pop the BKB, but he has the air on this, so 9 is completely fine. Just walks himself away.
9 is fine.
Toro, now he has found the Monkey King. He'll get the Abyssal Blade, the Hex as well. Nah, the Phoenix Seal is not going to be enough, but the Black Hole, it might be. It's still going to be a Monkey King death, but you put yourself in a very uncomfortable position under the egg. You will burn. Collapse puts an arena. He's going to be the only one in it and dies to an illusion there inside of it. Tundra, they're going to be stronger yet again, even though their hero was the one that got caught.
Yeah, we had to be patient, but we finally get a really nice Black Hole from 33.
Let's
Catching
go.
2 cores for Spirit and just exploding them.
Yeah, I mean, the damage output of Skitter when he's so farmed is insane. Lina is contemplating which talent to go for. She still hasn't made up her mind. As we see, 33 is going to be going for a Hex yet again, so it is going to be an Enigma with an extra lockdown as well. This is really looking like the repeat of game number 1. Slightly different heroes, but Tundra are playing it in the same way.
Yeah, it's the classic Tundra fashion. Just use the map better, constantly push lanes. It's such an awful style of Dota to play against. It feels like you can never do anything. You can get a kill, but it doesn't matter, because at the same time, 2 other heroes are pushing in your lanes.
Was there ever a team that played Dota like this?
I can't think of one.
I remember 2016 Secret, who were controlling the map well, but they were usually going for the timings to win. So, you know, it's not the same because they were winning 30 minutes in.
I mean, Tundra is going for timings as well, but they're 70-minute timings.
That is true. That being said, Team Spirit, they don't want to be going into 70-minute timings. They want to fight now. Lina breaks the smoke, blinks out. He's going to be aware of that one. And now the Manta illusions are flying through there. We're going to know it's a Manta one because the Hex works through it. Andra, they want to engage. They're going to be jumping into Lina. Lift her up in the air. Does she have an A on this? It was used previously. Let's drop the BKB. Has the flame cloak and just deletes Collapse immediately. The Overgrowth is there. Yatoro jumps in. They want to kill the Lina. They will be able to have to run away from the Wukos man. It is very strong. They're just dying in the Midnight Pulse. You're not escaping. 9 buys back and shows them what's up. Gets a triple kill in that one. Tundra again ahead. Team Spirit, they force out the buyback, but at a big cost.
Yeah, and Saxa at the start felt so weak and he died so many times, but now he's actually like a core.
Yeah, you cannot stand in the Wukong's command. You know, we could be talking about the level 25 Treant, but what about a level 25 Monkey King? That is dangerous as well, and those monkeys, they do not get caught by the Overgrowth. Again, they leave the cheese. They really don't like that item.
Yeah. Maybe Snaking will come back to pick it up like last game.
CK Aghanims. This means save from stuns. Sans onto the Lina with the Flame Cloak. He's still coming forward. The creeps are critting onto him. Nice win from Yatoro. He's not going to be found. Nice guess from 9, but a little bit too late. Hex onto the Mars. He doesn't have an A on this. He's taking a lot of damage. He's dropping down. He is looking very much dead. He gets the BKB off. Is it going to be enough to survive? Collapse. He gets himself out of the arena. But Laurel, he jumps inside. He's taking a lot of damage. But the Bloodstone will be healing himself up. And it's going to be Tundra that loses too. This time around, it's gonna be Spirit that come out ahead. Collapse, survives, and the chase is on. Oh, they found 9. No way on this. He's gonna be stunned up. Has the BKB, has the Aegis. The Missile Blade is gonna be there. They're keeping him in place. Overgrowth not ready. 9. He's very fast. Is he gonna be fast enough? That's the stolen Midnight Pulse. The stun from the Lesh just to cover that retreat from that side. He does have the blink. Does he get out? No, he gets hexed up. That's gonna be an easy grab there. Tundra, they lose 4 across the board.
That was beautifully timed. And Collapse. I can't believe he went for the BKB arena there. And then Laurel buys back, jumps in without fear, pops Bloodstone and just kills 3 people.
That's a dieback on the Lina, mind you.
It's a pretty big one. 9 felt safe with the Aegis. Look at this, Collapse was so low. How low did he get? 120 HP. And he lives.
There didn't have the ulti, and that little bit of damage definitely would have made a difference. They also dealt with the egg. Yatoro just has so much attack speed.
And then this wood was so nice as well. They placed this like 6 minutes ago, anticipating this situation.
Yeah, very nice there for sure. And also, I think the Rubik, does he have the Chaos Bolt stolen? No, he doesn't have the Aghanims, right? No.
For Spirit is taking Rex once again.
Huh? Again? Same game. I told you it's the same game. Let's see if Spirit, maybe they can change the outcome this time around. Yatoro, he needs to first deal with those illusions, because this shard from the CK is a big problem.
They're not gonna get it fully though. They're very hesitant to commit for this. This Laurel doesn't have buyback. Black Hole is up. Wupen's command is up.
He's gone. He's been caught. They're not even gonna try to save him. Team Spirit, they don't want to get into that one. Saxa, BKB, gonna be down. He's inside of the arena, being healed up by the Phoenix. They're going in, but they're not gonna be saving him. No ulti from him. The black hole comes out and immediately casts the green hole now. Get into that one. It's gonna be darker for you. That's the best black hole that we saw in the series. 33 finally gets baited, and he writes, sorry guys, my bad. That is a huge one. Team Spirit, they're gonna strike now. This might be 2 lanes of racks.
Yeah, they were so ready for that black hole. Both Mira and Miposhka instantly jump in to cancel it with the overgrowth and then steal the black hole. That was huge. Even if Skeeter does buyback, he doesn't have buyback. Okay.
Goodbye, Miposhka. 9.
Yeah, 9 is still in the game.
Man, he does so much damage there with the spells. It's actually insane. Yatoro, he's gonna have the chemical rage there. Berserk Potion was used. Stun onto the snaking. Mira has to go for a BKB TP, but not even that is gonna be happening. Double buyback from Tundra though. Team Spirit, they're in a much better position in this game than in the previous one here we played.
Yeah, now they don't have buyback on Lina, no buyback on the Monkey King, no buyback on the CK. Their margins are very thin right now.
Refresher on the Mars. Though, you know, I've been looking at this 33 Enigma. I would be afraid to use a black hole if I'd had 2 psychos on the other part of the field who are just waiting. Use it, use it, use it. Yes, yes, go, go, go. And I actually can't believe he's not using it for 2 games for 50 minutes and they're still just waiting for it. They're tunnel visioning him and finally they get their chance.
Yep, and we're once again closing in on the 1 hour mark, and I'm very afraid that we're gonna see the level 25 Treant talent deciding this game once again.
What level is he currently? Is he close?
I think it's like close. 20 or 21.
Okay.
So like 1 or 2 more fights and then a tome, and that should be enough.
Okay, so all the education into the Treant. You want the trees, you want the nature to grow, and Team Spirit, they're gonna be trying to get him towards that one. We'll see if he does get the refreshers. This is gonna be the repeat of the lower bracket final series, game number 1 when Team Spirit won with the Treant. But it's still 50 minutes into the game. You still need a lot more time. Sax is approaching 25 as well. That is a dangerous territory too.
And he's buying a Satanic. Oh my god, I really love Saxo's build and playstyle this game.
I would like to see a Deso though at some point from him. I think it's probably the best damage item, but look at Spirit. They're in a smoke. What are they gonna do? Ulti from the CK was used. He's not gonna have that as a saving thing for his teammates. Here come a billion illusions. They jump in. A mistake was made. Now, Tundra, they might know. They're gonna be finding Phoenix. They this, keeping him safe. Can they bring him down? It's actually gonna be Yatoro that dies. The Spirit comes out. It's not gonna be enough. Yatoro is holding his ground. He's fighting. He's trying to escape. No, the crit in the back. His back is broken flat. He wants to use another arena, but he is done. He won't be using the BKB. He won't be using anything. No buyback on him. 9 flying through the air. He's gonna be stunned up. Mira goes for a TP out and a black hole. 33. He knows who needs to die.
And that was huge because I believe Mira was holding on to the black hole. This is huge for Tundra now. Let's see, Mars doesn't have a buyback. Rubek does have it, but this is a big opportunity for Tundra.
Skitter. He didn't use the refresher there, so he wants to have everything. Do Tundra push forward here?
I think so. You want to at least force as many buybacks as you can. And if they kill Yatoro, that could be the end of the game.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Tundra, they're 27,000 gold ahead.
Look at
But
the
in this
Eidolons.
game-
They're
Oh
dealing
man,
so
they're so
much
strong.
damage.
Jump in. They want to go for Yatoro. Yatoro is getting low. He's gonna be tossed back there. Nicely done by the Rubik. Lara has to pop the BKB, but Tundra, they're just using the Ek to get out. Ooh, Miposhka, he dodges the Laguna blade. Beautifully done.
That's style points for him.
Would he have
Yes.
died?
Probably not. He has 2.3k HP. But still.
This is looking pretty cool here. The Raxes, only the range ones have fallen. The bottom ones? How is that looking? They did take the whole lane there, right?
Yep. It's actually worth noting that Yatoro is actually kind of squishy. He only has 3k HP. Ooh. And that's not looking pretty for Spirit.
It's definitely not. They had an opening. There was this opening where there were no buybacks on Tundra, and we're like, yeah, Spirit, maybe they can do it. But again, they are put in a really bad position. The bottom lane was taken. The range racks in the mid lane were taken. So in terms of damage to the base, Tundra are ahead there. They also control the entirety of the map. This is just looking like another repeat. But Spirit, do they still have a chance?
I think so. Because look at the buyback situation for Tundra. If they kill any of their heroes, if they kill like 3 or maybe 4, they could just end the game. They have a Leshrac, they have an Alchemist, the buildings are gonna melt. So they just need a single fight.
They definitely will. Lina has an arcane blink as well. I don't know if you saw that one, but he just jumps in, bzzzt someone, and they're losing half of their HP at least. Wow.
And
Okay,
Skeeter,
something was...
he does finally pick up the cheese. Took a while.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, 8 minutes. It took him 7.5 minutes to take that one. They're like, yo, guys, we have a cheese, actually. They left it for Team Spirit there as bait, but Team Spirit are not going to be caught in a trap.
I mean, it's such a long game. I would get hungry after a while as well.
And they're rats, right? They're literal rats here on Tundra, so cheese should be something that they like.
For sure. So
Maybe
let's see
they're
what they want to do. I guess they're just gonna wait for Roche. Neither team has a great vision advantage right now. The maps are looking pretty black, so it's all gonna come down to game sense.
That is true, but Team Spirit, they have good game sense, but it doesn't mean that Tundra don't. And when you have an advantage in terms of lanes pushing towards you, it's gonna be Tundra that has more info. They actually place a ward there on the high ground. They want to fight this Roche. They want to defend it. They understand it is the next big objective, the path to victory.
Let's see, we're gonna see the Roche respawn time in 3 seconds. What's it gonna be?
Oh,
It's gonna
120?
be-
Oh, okay, I was close.
Not too long, not too short. Buybacks are gonna get close for both teams.
Moonshard on the CK.
Ooh, and
and
Arcane Blink onto the monkey. I really like this. I
Yeah.
spoke about this before, but you have like an instant Wukong's command and stun. It's huge.
Yatoro bought a agonist for someone. Who is it for?
Ooh. I would give it to the Treants or maybe the Rubik.
Arl? No nihilism? To deal with illusions, maybe?
I think it could be nice, but you also leave yourself so vulnerable to the Lina.
He actually doesn't have it just yet. You look at his curry, he can't even send it to the shop there. Because it's just so hard. You know that the map is being controlled by Tundra and just some Eidolons could come through there and kill your courier. They're gonna go for a smoke. They want to get some map control before the Roche, but look at the lanes again going towards them. Spirit, how do they even play this game?
It's so rough. Roche is gonna be up in 20. This is gonna be the deciding fight, I would say.
Especially with not a lot of buybacks on either side. Only the Treant and Enigma have one. The other heroes, they're not really close. Larl, he does need 270 goals. He's probably going to be farming that one before the fight starts. And Collapse, he's getting close to his buybacks as well. He has the refresher, but he wants the Aeon Disc as well. He might as well need it there. The Sketics cap probably isn't going to be enough to keep him alive.
Looks like they gave it to the Rubik. He's gonna be happy with that one.
A lot of...
Are scanning.
That's a lot of pressure on him, right? Yeah, have this one, you need to carry us. Mira is gonna be fine, right? But he was never, for me, he was never really this flashy guy. He's just so stable that every game you can expect so much from him.
Are scanning.
When Roche is up, and they're gonna be able to kill it so fast, and Team Spirit is not in position. If they give up this Aegis, that is huge. Oh my god, my eyes. My ears.
Close them. Close them. My eyes and ears. Poor Roche. Imagine what's happening to him. The Spirit, they're coming over. There's gonna be a hex on for Laurel. The stun fall up as well. He does have an alien, so it's gonna be fine. And Roche is dead. Collapse. He does jump in anyways. He pops down the arena. But with the egg being there, you don't want to stand your ground and fight. You want to run away. He's gonna be lifted up and tossed away, saved by the Rubik.
They give the Aegis to CK. It's not the best Aegis carrier, but I guess he is gonna be the one hitting towers for the most part.
Okay, so you're my analyst. Tell me, inside of a team fight, what are the important spells that I should be looking out for that are really going to be changing a lot here?
I think it's definitely the Black Hole, obviously. Of course,
Okay,
Rubik.
thank you.
And Phoenix Egg is another big one. Overgrowth isn't really relevant right now, but it will be.
Okay.
And if you can see anything else through all of the Chaos Knight spell effects, I guess, I don't know, the Laguna Blade or the Alchemist Stun.
I guess the backs being broken is also pretty important there, because that's what the CK is going to be doing if he gets on top of someone with all of the illusions that he creates from the heroes. Imagine the Bloodthorn, and then you have like 30 illusions. I'm now, yeah, there's really not that many, but they're just going for you. The 9 goes for the... That's your carry. That is your carry, and Lina just showed you what you should do with it. You send it to the base, and that's going to be a dieback, not going to be coming back for 2 minutes.
That's a good amount of damage.
I would agree. Spear from the Mars not gonna be enough to kill the Eidolons. They're being protected by the pipe. And look at this Tundra. Even when there's no carry, they just don't want to commit. They're gonna take this nice and slow, just the way they like it.
Yep. It's still so hard to push though with Rubik stolen LSA.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Be able to get this.
So, only one lane of racks remaining. Tundra, they want to come forward. But first, they need to be creating some Eidolons. Excellent. And Phoenix, it does have the A on this, so it should be fine. It does get popped. Lifts it up into the air. He pops the egg. And without the Alchemist, you're not killing this. He's just creating space for his team. Oh. If he gets the refreshes, another A on this will be there. Collapse. He does have an A on this. The same from the Laguna Blade damage. Laurel jumped in. He's going to be fine for now. But very soon, he's going to start losing his HP once the BKB is out. 9 going forward. The stun, he's going to be getting a taste of his own medicine with the LSA. But the Wukong's command, it is here to just not allow Spirit to come closer. Mars getting low, but 9 cannot finish him off. Still with the buyback of Laurel, it might be enough for Tundra to rethink going in. But they still have a double cheese. And 9 is not done. Bursting down heroes. Overgrowth is there. And Aeon Disc will allow him to move away.
let's look at the buyback situation. It's only the Treant who has it. Mars just doesn't have enough gold.
So the Enigma, but immediately, poor Rubik, he's just getting destroyed. Poor Larl, everyone on the side of Spirit is poor. They don't have enough gold, they don't have enough strength, they don't have enough power to stand their ground against Tundra in the best of 5 grand finals currently 2-0 in favor of the current PI champions.
I mean, I have to give it to you, Harry. It went exactly like you said it would. Like, it's gonna look even, and then suddenly Tundra is gonna get an advantage. It's gonna go to 60 minutes, and then they're gonna win. And Treant didn't hit 25.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a matrix, like, because that's a genuine case of deja vu. 2 exact same games. If the heroes were the same, I'd be like, what the hell is happening? But Tundra playing in the exact same way. If this is the form they're gonna have on the major, teams are gonna have their work cut out for them, because I don't know how you counter this.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna get figured out, if this is a style that just only works because people aren't used to it. But I feel like this is just the way that Tundra plays.
They might just leave the coaches and the captains of other teams awake at night while they're thinking, what do we do? How do we do it? Nine is going to be getting an MVP, and it was really a solid Lina performance there, especially because he went for a build that is currently unpopular.
Yeah, I mean, leave it to Tundra to pick a meta hero and then still make it look creative and interesting and new. Man, what a performance from them. Every time we go into the games and we're like, this team spirit draft makes a bit more sense. I'm sure they can take it, but then Tundra, they pull shit like this with just a refresher shard, double Laguna, blowing up the enemy carry. I've done this in like party games, and I've been like, this would never work in anything serious. And then Nine, he does it anyway. It's amazing.
Yeah, Tundra are smurfing in $100,000 prize pool tournament. That is what is happening here. No one is strong enough to play against the Spirit. They're gonna be losing the second game as well, but there is still more to play. Will they be able to get at least one game in this best of 5 grand finals? We don't know, but we find out after a short break, so stay with us. The grand finals start with a 2-0 for Tundra. But, you know, we are in the comic zone, anything can happen. It might just be that our main protagonist is on the ground, ready to strike back. I'm Harry Freak, joining me is Wingblade, and our Team Spirit about to perform a miracle, or our Tundra again gonna show that in the best of 5 grand finals, currently, they're unbeatable.
Yeah, I don't know. Because the only game that they lost in this entire tournament was against Team Spirit. So if any team can do it, it's Team Spirit. But that's the question. Can any team do it?
Like, I feel like
Esports turn to ban.
Tundra bringing in. I just don't know. I just hope Team Spirit aren't bumped out. Because I would be sitting in my chair like this.
Yep.
What am I supposed to do? These guys, they aren't even playing Dota. They aren't even fighting us. They're not even outplaying us. We just cannot win. They're superior to us. They read the map better than us, and we're helpless.
Let's see. Are they gonna ban the Lina again? Or are they gonna give it to Tundra? I hope they ban it. I mean, give them the Undying. I don't care. Just apparently mid Lina is also too strong.
No, just give them the Lina. Just give them the freaking Lina. Give them everything. Just don't give them some split push. I'd rather give them the Lina, to be honest.
Tundra Esports turn to pick.
Okay. They
That's a
ban the
good one.
Enigma this time.
That's
They
a
are
smart
gonna give
one.
away the Lina. But not the 33 Enigma that just plays without the black hole and it doesn't matter.
Is there any Enigma type hero, obviously, that doesn't have a black hole? He's gonna do just as well, I guess.
I mean, 33, he plays all these heroes, so I feel like he can have a similar impact on Visage, on Lycan, on Beastmaster. There are all these heroes that just sit in the trees. They're annoying, they push out lanes, and they have, like, summons. So, I guess Visage could work like Enigma in a way. If you double drop the birds and then resummon, you have, like, 6 seconds of stun, so
10 seconds remaining.
that's like Enigma.
That is true. Let's see, Team Spirit. How do you respond? Is it again gonna be the Rubik? Is it gonna be a Treant? Or you just go with something completely different, something that we've never seen before, because that might just be needed to beat a team like Tundra.
Yeah, does Spirit have any aces up their sleeve? They do have the Collapse Magnus, of course, but is it gonna be enough?
I don't know. It feels like we don't know what to do. Let's go with what we know. What they know hasn't always worked out against Tundra, though on the other hand, Collapse is very good at catching people with the Magnus. So if they're split pushing, you might want to have something like this.
Ooh, the Tree and Lina. If they want to play this as a carry, this is like the strongest lane of the patch. Maybe together with Lina Clock. This is so insane.
It doesn't have illusions. I mean, you can build a Manta on the Lina, but you cannot split push. I don't like it.
True.
I think Skidder doesn't want it.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, has he played it in this tournament yet? Yeah, he's played it once and he won the game.
To ban.
Okay. Take it back, you know, he might not need to only play with illusions, but I have to say, the way that he approached that game and the way Tundra approached that the series so far has just been amazing, and Team Spirit didn't have a response. So something similar, I wouldn't mind it, though immediately there's not going to be an Enigma, so that already puts a completely different feel on this game.
Yeah, for sure. And Team Spirit, in their second game in the series against Tundra previously, they won with a Rubik, Ember, Undying, Morphling, Magnus. So they already have 2 of the heroes necessary to beat Tundra.
Okay, they're targeting 33. I like this. Just target that guy. Do you have enough bans to really take everything away that you would like to play?
I don't think so, but they're getting there. If they ban the Lycan and the Visage, he just has like the Death Prophet, Doom, and Tide.
5 seconds.
And those can't really split push that well.
Yeah, that's a different approach than you're gonna be going for. So I think it's smart. Let's see. Lycan, I don't think he plays a lot of Lycan. I haven't seen a ton of it for him recently. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I guess maybe you don't have to ban that one. But it's like similar, right?
Yeah, it
I
is.
reckon he can play it.
Yeah, he definitely can. Yeah, he would buy a shard at 15 minutes in just just for the heck of it. Just let's go. I always thought that shards from the Lycan was actually a waste of money because you're giving an extra creep to the enemies every wave. But then when I found out that once it last hits, it actually gives the money to the Lycan himself. It actually makes a lot of sense to pick up.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo Midas that pushes in lanes.
Yep.
It's better than it seems.
For sure. Team Spirit, they're thinking about it. Do they get rid of the Visage? Are they really putting all of their emphasis on him?
His Visage is really good in this game.
He did play it in the DPC.
Tundra Esports turn
See,
to
he
ban.
played it 3 times, won twice, which means that it doesn't have a 100% win rate, so it's beatable. Don't have to ban it.
Yeah, but Western Europe is currently considered the strongest region, and Eastern Europe they're definitely trying to climb up their anti-mage ban. Okay.
Okay. I guess Tundra is memeing after all.
No, I think they're not. I think they're aware that Spirit are gonna be going around the map and that they need something that's gonna be split pushing. So they have something in store for us here that can split push, something that gets annoyed by the anti-mage in the lane. I have no idea what it is. And Team Spirit, they're taken aback as well. You're seeing it. They're gonna use a lot of their reserve time.
What is the final ban that they need? I mean, they ban heroes that are good against Lina carry, I would think. Even though I don't think Slark is super good against Lina carry, because you do have the AoE stun.
I guess he's good against. He's solid against the Lina and good against the Treant. So it's. He should get banned. Plus, you're gonna have a Magnus, so that extra damage output that allows the Slark to actually finish off a hero comes in handy for sure. So I'm okay with the ban, though. I would, if I was them, I'd rather ban out the Marcy. And yeah, there's the Visage out. Shadow Demon comes out. Okay, that's an interesting one.
Okay, are we gonna see the Marcy? This feels like they're setting up for a Marcy. Because they have the Magnus, now they have a way of keeping the Lina in place. I can feel it. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the thing they needed. Just
Yeah.
blowing up heroes in 1 second.
5
You need to surprise Tundra, right? People aren't used to it just yet. I'm seeing a lot of Eastern European teams playing it, but I'm not seeing Western European Division 2 going for a lot of Marcy. So, even though they play the same pubs, they seem to not value the hero just as well, especially on the carry position. Plus, Demonic Cleanse is going to be quite nice against the Treant. We'll see. There's a tie. You talked about it. It will come out. The Tinies here. Could be a 9 Tiny. Could be a Saxa Tiny. We'll find out fairly soon. But this is a good Timber game as well if Laurel wants to play it.
I do really like this Tide pick though. Tide against Magnus just feels so good. Because if you're ever in the RP, you're just gonna crack and shell out of it and then you can Ravage and you're probably already in the middle of the
Yeah.
enemy team.
Yeah, it is a Magnus counter, an old school Magnus counter. Sven comes out. Okay, that doesn't lane too great against the Tide, does it?
I don't think so. But would Marcy have laned much better? I don't think so. I feel like both of them really struggle against the Tide.
I was thinking a Monkey King would have been good after I saw Tide 3 melee heroes, Lina as well. You have a Magnus to bring heroes towards you. I would have liked it, but they're gonna go for a Sven. Yatoro is one of the, I'd say, small amount of carries that still does play it from time to time.
Yeah, he's a Sven connoisseur for sure. So they just need the Laurel hero now. And what would you like to see on Laurel?
Team Spirit turn to ban.
And why is it Coddle?
Yeah, Coddle would be okay. I actually wouldn't hate it. I think a poke and something that does push out waves is actually quite nice. And I think that Laurel is quite capable of playing that one. He's not going to be easily caught here. Spirit heroes, I wouldn't like them going into a Tide, going into a Tiny as well. You just aren't going to be lacking on the damage. So yeah, Coddle seems pretty good.
There is still his Ember as well and his
Yep.
Lash Track.
I'm okay with the Lesh. I think they are lacking a little bit on the tower push here on on Team Spirit. So in that regard, the Lesh does seem nice, and you have a save from the Shadow Demon, especially once the shard comes out. It's great.
Okay, and 9 Zeus gets banned. They also need their mid, but Team Spirit is gonna have last pick, so they should be able to get a favorable matchup.
But what if Tundra picks a Coddle?
Seconds remaining.
What then?
Ooh.
5
I mean,
seconds remaining.
then I guess they just pick up the Lash and it's gonna be like even in lane and you just buy a Blink first item again and hope you can catch him?
Okay.
Turn to ban.
Not the biggest fan. They will ban out the Death Prophet there, so no extra push for Team Spirit. That probably would have been a nice hero as well. But considering they're banning out the DP, so meaning they maybe want an Ember themselves on Tundra?
It
10
does
seconds
look
remaining.
pretty good, but you do open yourself up to like a Huskar last
Yep.
pick.
Remaining.
That's always really scary, even though I don't believe Laurel plays Huskar. At
Yeah,
least
he's
I
a
haven't
nice-
seen him play it just yet.
He's a nice mid laner. He doesn't pick those dirty heroes. He goes for a fair matchup.
Turn to pick.
Okay, they banned the 9 Tusk. That's probably his signature hero.
Yeah.
At least the one I know him for the best.
And it does go well with the Lina. If this was Namiga on Team Spirit side, I would say it is 100% gonna be a Timber last pick. Obviously, it's not Namiga, and I don't think Laurel is gonna be going for that one. But it would be such a good pick that allows you to be everywhere on the map.
Yeah, would be sick. Also, like the Blink Hex build against Lina is pretty
Yeah.
good.
What
We'll see.
Melrine would play on a mid Timber would be Sanjan Kaya, Aghanims, and then Blink, and into Hex. So yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Maybe a BKB somewhere in between.
Tundra, they have another minute to think about what they want. And 9 has a really big hero pool as well. So, like, we've seen him play Spirit Breaker in mid, so it could be anything, really.
Yeah. And it also could be a mid lane Lina. We still don't know. You know, he could be
True.
picking something else right now on the carry role, like Naga Siren against so much cleave and against the Shadow Demon. I think not. But actually, when I think about it, Shadow Demon is such a good pick for Spirit because it is usually a counter for illusion heroes.
They could pick up the Dusa and Tundra as well, because there isn't like that much damage on Team Spirit just yet. And I feel like they have the tools to play around the Dusa.
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it for sure. Even if you get skewered back as a Medusa, it's not like you die instantly. You get your ulti off and the enemies are going to be in trouble. They have to disperse. I would be afraid a little bit for the damage of Tundra, but the way that they approach the map, at some point they will get to a point where they're going to be doing enough.
Turn to pick.
It's gonna be the Ember. Fair enough.
Huskar, Viper?
Huskar last pick. Laurel, can you play it?
I don't know if he can. Let's see if he's going to be... If he picks a Huskar, it's going to be Alina sent into the mid lane, right?
10
I'm
seconds remaining.
not sure, because then you have Ember against Magnus, and you're also really gonna
5
struggle.
seconds
I feel
True.
like Ember safe lane is almost equivalent to griefing.
That is true. So a little bit of a more conventional lineup for Tundra here. So I think the Team Spirit actually have a real shot in this one because they might be allowed to play Dota.
Okay, we're gonna see the Laurel Storm Spirit again. The Battle of the Spirits on the mid lane. This is gonna be good.
And it is a Storm Spirit favorite matchup because Ember is still a melee hero. Storm has a solid amount of base armor. This is a solid pick for sure. The problem, again, I have is this, to me, gives a target to Tundra. You know who you're killing every single time. It's Laurel, right? Once he jumps in, you're focusing on him with the Avalanche, with the chains. And if he goes down, it is a problem. But here, Wingblade, we're getting into game 3. It's currently 2-0. Are we continuing in our best of 5 grand final, or is it going to be 3-0?
You know, this might be the first game that Team Spirit actually gets to play Dota.
Yep.
So I feel like their chances are better than ever, but still, just looking at the last 2 games and how dominant Tundra was, I can't go against them. It's gonna be a 3-0. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna disagree with you here. So at least one of us is correct. I again understand the Spirit lineup thoroughly. I know what they want to do. Their lanes are looking solid. I'm not the biggest fan of the Sven, but I do feel like if you get to a point where your Sven is somewhat strong and your Storm is strong, that you have enough tools to play this game. And the goal of the Sven is just to be strong enough to go into the Lina's face and fight her until death, while the rest of them go around. And as you mentioned, this is the first time that it seems like Spirit are gonna be allowed to play Dota. At least I hope they are, because I want to see more games here in the grand finals. And it kind of feels sad looking at Spirit just being completely bullied.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first game they get to play Dota, and they're gonna have to play Dota against the Lina. Like, that doesn't feel good.
No, it definitely does not. If they did go for the Marcy, I would favor them heavily, but they decided to go for a Sven. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how well his lane against the Tidehunter will be going through, but overall I'm excited for this game. I think finally, I said it for the previous game as well, and I'm sorry I was wrong, but for this one I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more action on the map.
Did you just jinx us, Harry?
Hope never dies, and we're seeing that the odds are increasing there in favor of Tundra with every passing game. And if any of the viewers want to use it, they can click on the banner below. This might be your last chance here at the BetBoom Universe Episode 1 in the Comic Zone to use the $15 free bet that you get if you are a new customer. But overall, the game will start, the smoke from Spirit will expire, and it was just to play some vision.
Let's see. Snaking going for the boots first. He's really fast.
Yes, this will do just fine.
30 seconds to battle.
This will do just fine. Spirit, let's see if they're finally gonna be able to play Dota. Yatoro is laughing, hoping that it's not out of madness that is gonna engulf him after the last two games. Why did he do that? He's in a lot of trouble now. After the Sleight of Fist, you have nothing to defend yourself. He just walks up high ground to die.
Yeah, that was not ideal.
Okay, that's gonna be the wording that you're gonna be using. That was catastrophic. And Team Spirit, okay, they get to runes, but it is gonna be Laurel that gets the first blood. So it's not gonna be Mira this time around that steals it with the Rubik, but it's actually gonna be the mid laner in a favorable matchup. So Laurel, I expect a lot from him in this game.
Yeah. I mean, starting with the first blood in a favorable matchup, and this looks like a pretty darn good Storm game as well. I have high expectations, especially after the first series of the day, where he went 19-2 on the Storm.
Now let's see if Tundra are gonna be picked off as Gaming Gladiators were. Tundra, they've proved yesterday that they're a better team than Gaming Gladiators currently, despite barely making it into the major and losing against them in the DPC here at the BetBoom Universe Episode 1. They are looking very much dominant. They came to play, they came to win.
And let's see if Collapse can make the same things happen on lane with Magnus that he's done before. Because this is a really rough lane, I would say normally, but this Rubik Magnus lane has shown to be so strong time and time again.
If they pull the lane back, we could see some nice skewers. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we'll see how well Yatoro does. For now, he's farming okay, but as the lane progresses, it's going to be harder and harder against the Tide. Looking at the side lanes, you know, where are we to expect some blood?
I would expect the top lane for sure. With the Lina and the Magnus, there is so much potential here. I feel like any lane with Tide isn't gonna have too much kill potential. So I would keep your eye on the top lane for sure. That being said,
Disruptions. Aksai has 0 armor, and he goes into 33. Let's share this one, buddy. But he is pretty much dead here. One more poison attack. No, actually, he's gonna clench his fist there to make sure that Yatoro gets the kill. And Snaking dies on the top lane. Team Spirit, they get themselves a 3-0 start, just like the last game.
yeah, it's the classic thing, right? Heroes hit level 2 and boom, we get some kills. It's a till as old as time.
You told me that heroes hit level 2, they get each other low, they disperse and reset and nothing happens.
Radiant's courier has been
I
killed.
mean, that happens sometimes.
I'm kidding. Yeah, that's now when people do get low, they tend to die from time to time. HP points, you need to be keeping those up. Look at the mid lane. The Storm is crushing it.
This is exactly what Team Spirit needs, both in the game as well as for their mental game. They need a win, and they need a big one.
Yeah, they need to crush Tundra to put a little bit of fear in their bones. Maybe the ban on the Enigma. Maybe that is the path to victory. Team Spirit. No, Team Spirit are the type of team that are gonna win. Let's say if they win this one, they ban the Enigma in the next one, they win. In game number 5, they will let it through. They're the type of team, I think. They're just like, okay, we can beat it. Let's go. Let's try.
Sure. If we get to a game number 5, we'll see. 33 trying to block the CS by just putting his fat behind in front of the creep. Not gonna work though.
Yep. You know, fat guy versus a jock like a Sven. It's not a matchup you want to be in. But speaking of matchups you don't want to be in 9, he's struggling. He even loses a ward there that's gonna be even more golden experience to the pockets of the Storm Spirit. 27-7. He's getting almost every CS.
We've spoken about this before as well. Ooh, Saksa. 3 stacks.
He's gonna be disrupted and Poshka moves away. And he's gonna go for a couple of more hits and then just go for the kill. Poshka gets a kill on Saksa, and that's gonna be the 4th one for Spirit. Tundra still not on the board.
Yeah, Saksa's level 1 on a tiny at 4 minutes. He really can't do anything. 33 is having an okay amount of fun, but Saksa definitely isn't.
He's definitely struggling currently. Level 1, as you mentioned, 4 minutes in. That is not a situation you want to be in. Yatoro gonna be using the stun just to make sure that he does get the deny, maxing the Great Cleave, so he wants to be able to go into the jungle once the time comes.
Not too much action happening on the top lane aside from the single kill that they found.
Tundra are doing a good job keeping the lane close to their tower. I feel like that's the recipe for success. Just try to not push out the lane as much as possible when you're playing against the Magnus Rubik, especially Spirit, who have played this matchup so many times. Laurel going forward, he wants to do damage to 9, who does have a level 2 flame guard, so Laurel is gonna be ready to do that one. 9! What are you doing? You're dying. That's what you're doing. Just on level 1. He's gonna be dropping down in Saksa. He might be next. He's level 2. What do you still do? You go for the avalanche, but is that even gonna save your life?
Stuck.
He's standing his ground.
The
He
block.
cannot move. He's surrounded. Let me go. Once with these illusions, he's gonna be watching his own face as he dies. That's gonna be Laurel getting a double kill in the mid lane, and Team Spirit, they couldn't have hoped for a better start. And also, Snaking is gonna be the GOAT. Be up there, my friend. Without the TP, you will
Radiant's bottom
not
tower
move.
is under attack.
Okay, it's starting to look really good for Team Spirit, especially because I don't think that Tundra can play the same style that they did in the past few games. So if this goes to an actual Dota match, instead of this weird hybrid single-player, multiplayer game that was the case in the past 2 games, Spirit might actually have a good chance of winning this.
And Snaking is such a good tree. He's standing in place. That's exactly what a tree would do. Like, good job to him.
Radiant's top tower is
I don't
under
know what
attack.
Laurel is gonna go for. I guess it's just gonna be the Witchblade again. So you don't want to risk going for an Orchid. Oh, and he finds another wood.
9 is really
Unfortunate.
dropping the ball here. Look at Mira in an invis. He doesn't want to allow him to TP away.
That's one.
One courier dead. The other one isn't even flying.
We've seen this before as well, where the Tide has a free game and he's just so difficult to deal with that he can make the space for the Ember and the Lina to catch back up. So Tundra are far from out of this game.
Sure. Still, it is a 6-0 start. It is a 1k gold lead. It is a dream start for Team Spirit. Of course, their heroes, they do need a substantial amount of farm to really be dangerous. Bottom lane, Snaking, he has rotated. They want to kill Yatoro. Dropping him low. Rabbit is ready. Are going to go for that one. And the disruption isn't going to change anything. Yatoro is dead.
That's a nice kill. And this is the first game in the series where 33 can actually use his ulti properly. I guess there is a Rubik, but he isn't close to level 6, at least.
You know how your buttons, after some time on a keyboard, they kind of get destroyed? Pretty much just like this Lina, that you don't really see what it was any longer. I think that his R button, it's as good as new.
Yep. He's gonna go for the Greaves this game.
Okay.
Look at the net worth difference between Laurel and 9.
That's mid lane destruction if I've ever seen one, especially because of the rotation to the top lane. He also killed the Lina, and the tower will be dropping down against the Treant Protector. We talked about the Dire side Treant and that he's slightly better, but he's not going to be able to defend his tier 1. Avalanche toss, he does get the disruption off, and Miposhka is alive, has the 10 stick charges to keep him even more healthy.
Yeah, you want to sacrifice someone to delay this tier 1 tower farming. And I guess Shadow Demon is the best option. Because Sven doesn't want to be there anymore.
It's going for a Mask of Madness and the Echo Saber. These two items usually don't work too well together, but for a Sven it is usually fine. They do see him. Actually, they don't. That is the ward from Spirit that is protecting the Sven, so they don't know that he's farming. Miposhka, they do see him, and they do want to burn him down. Nice disruption there. It might be enough to give him a little bit more time, but he should be dropping down anyways there, and it is going to be some money into the pockets of 9. And also, some money being given away free. If you click on the banner below, you get the 15 free $15 bet if you are new.
Skeeter just farming away in the jungle. I don't think he has his Maelstrom yet. Ooh, could be a big kill.
If he can get it through the Living Armor, Skitter is going to be tanky enough. Collapse, no RP. It doesn't have it skilled up. He doesn't have a point either, but it is going to be enough there with the Skewer to finish off Skitter, who is not being able to farm, who's not being able to stay in the lane. The Storm Spirit, 14 Spirit, is working out wonders currently.
And no one else is playing this, but Laurel making it look so damn good.
Miposhka, he might be going down again. He died once already. And let's see if they can kill him again. He's going to be going through the trees. He's already made a path for himself. And without mana on Saxa, they can't really get on top of him. Miposhka is alive.
To get the tier 1. Saxa gets that one. Gets himself a little bit closer to his blink. But I don't think it's going to be a quick one regardless.
So talk to me about this spell Disseminate. You're not seeing a lot of Shadow Demon. Can it be used in an aggressive way in combination with the Sven? Would that be good?
I guess so. You could go for it, but it's just not better than the other spells, right?
It did get 1 point in it. That's why I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the second point in Disruption doesn't do that much, all things considered. Especially because you don't want to really use it too aggressively in this game for the most part. You don't have big illusion heroes.
Ooh, 33 takes so much damage there from the Shadow Poison, but it's not enough. They see that he's tanky enough, and they understand that there's going to be help coming. So they were hoping for a Ravage. They were hoping maybe for a kill, but they're not going to be staying there long.
Like in this game, I feel like Miposhka could play his hero at like 90% efficiency if he just had 1 point in all of his spells. So he just needs the disruption for the save, and he needs his ulti for the slow, and that's kind of it.
He is level 6 there. He didn't skill up his ulti just yet, so we'll see if he will. That is a big spell against the Ember Spirit in particular. If you don't have a Remnant back, your Remnant is going to be moving so slow, and your Flame Guard is going to be purged off immediately. There's the Sleight of Fist for the Rubik, so now the initiation potential of him is actually increased so much.
It's actually decent damage as well. Because it's the level 4 one, and it's not like Ember has much more damage than Rubik at this stage of the game. It's like a 30 damage difference, maybe.
That is true, especially if there's a lot of heroes there. And imagine you get given a little bit of empower there. Of course, you're not going to be cleaving, but you are going to be having some extra damage. Mira does have the sleight of fist, and he definitely can initiate on Skitter, but that's a little bit too deep, so he's going to decide against it. They did find the Treant Protector, so at least he will be taking down Yatoro. Shows off his power, and there, with the God Strength, he gets the kill and continues farming.
Tundra is still playing around this bottom lane, because even with 9 on this Ember Spirit being a little bit weak, he is still not easy to take down, but he doesn't have a TP. He is mega dead.
What do? They're waiting for him at the, oh, dodges the stun, okay. He outplays the enemies, Laurel dies on the other part of the map, 9, he's outplaying them, and he's gonna be getting to the Remnant there, but there is Collapse as well, bringing him back, 9, you will fight until death, and it will come. The Spirit Brothers die, one by the hands of Tundra, the other one by the hands of Spirit.
I guess 9 created a lot of space, and the kill on Laurel is pretty big. Now they're gonna get a tier 1 as well. It's 33, he just bought a Wraith pack. Just playing the TI meta.
Collapse, he gets secured, does have the RP, not gonna be using it just yet. He's just threatening with, you should have used it when you had the chance. The disruption, it is gonna be keeping alive, and the cleave from the Sven. Actually, Miposhka does get a kill there on the Skitter. And 33, he will follow suit. He doesn't have the Ravage. He used it for a Storm Spirit, and now he dies as well. Or does he? The Watermelon is not gonna be cracked just yet. The RP comes out onto the two of them, and he gets them all in. While Miposhka gets a double kill, the Ember will get himself away. Saksa and 9 are alive, but they have to go back to lick their wounds. Laurel comes in, he loses all of his mana, he wants to go forward. Hello, Saxa, he just gives himself away to save his mid laner. In the end, it's gonna be the Fade Bolt that gets the kill. Spirit get themselves a great fight.
Yeah, and only 9 survives, but look at his net worth.
Dire's middle tower
The Rubik is catching up to him.
He needs to run. Here to leave a Remnant. No, he did not. Collapse is coming for you. Doesn't have the RP. They're gonna lift him up into the air. What was stolen? It's gonna be the Flame Guard. Actually, he did have a Remnant in the mid lane. Now I remember he left it there, and 9 is gonna be fine.
Is he actually gonna buy Arcane Boots? It has to be a misclick, right?
I'm not gonna be answering that question because I've seen a lot of weird things in this series. I've seen a lot of weird and cool things for Tundra. But man, the Shadow Demon, he's doing so much damage with the Shadow Poison. That is one that the Kraken Shell doesn't take off. And then you get 5 stacks and you actually kill a very tanky Tide.
What did you expect?
Labs, he's going for the same build. Oh, actually, he did buy the mech this time. I thought he was just gonna go straight at a lens. No griefs once again.
Boshka threatening with the demonic purge there. Luckily, he does have a Remnant back. The Ember trying to keep himself in this one. He has been farming a little bit better now in the past couple of minutes. Collapse. Oh, why? Why are you so good, Collapse?
Making it look easy.
I'm pretty sure he said, I'm gonna force this guy to use the ulti, and he's running in, and he just blinks away in time. Snaking. That is, he's gonna be feeling super bad about that one.
They have an RP in 3 seconds, but they don't even need it.
Oh yeah, Spirit, they're getting in the groove, they're catching Tundra. When we play Dota, guys, we can do it. That's gonna be the comms for Team Spirit currently, but Tundra, they're still finding ways to play this game in a different way, and they're split pushing. Look at 9's positioning. Laurel coming over, he can start with the Vortex. It's only level 1. Does he have any kind of assistance coming over? Lindis is gonna pull him in. The Rubik is coming over, not gonna be there in time. He's out. Ooh, that was just a fraction of a second too early.
I'm not sure if it would have been enough with just the lift. They don't have that much burst damage between those 3 heroes.
True. True. I thought the Magnus was coming over, but Collapse, he doesn't want to. Living Armor was stolen by Mira, so now they're gonna have a way to defend their towers, to defend their heroes as well. Shadow Demon does have the shards, so the Demonic Cleanse is now there. This Treant Protector ulti, it's not gonna be doing much.
Yeah, and it's so nice against the Searing Chains as well, the Anchor Smash. You don't usually see this picked up too early, but I think it's really good this game.
And especially he has been having a pretty solid game in the Shadow Demon. You do get the ward snaking, but you're gonna be paying with your life. Actually, he gets his ulti back, so the Storm Spirit doesn't want to stay there with the Overgrowth. They might actually bring him down.
And it's 15 and 3. Can Tundra do this in an actual Dota game?
They're quintupling the kill score of Tundra. Tundra, to be fair, they've always had low amount of kills in the games here in the best of 5 grand finals, but in this game they are dying a bit more than they would like. Collapse, speaking about dying, he might be the next one. He does have a blink. He gets himself out before the sleight of fist connects. Again, he doesn't get caught.
How does he do it?
I don't know. He really does do some magic when he's on this hero.
Tundra may still want to fight this. Yatoro has his BKB. He's gonna be such a beast in these fights. And he can pop it without second thought as well.
That is a dead hero. Yatoro just swipes him down. Lar will get a kill, and with the God Strength, you can just walk into the pit. Tundra, they cannot go against this BKB. Actually, Blink Dagger on the Tidehunter. Is this the time for Tundra?
I don't think they have the damage. Even if they get a 5-man Rabbit. This is gonna be a free road for Team Spirit. What I was saying, Yatoro can just pop his BKB without worrying about the treant because of the Shadow Demon. It's gonna give him so much freedom in these fights.
3 times lost there in favor of Spirit, and Lar jumps in. The Ravage will be coming through. The Rubik will lose his life, and now the Aegis will drop as well, but they have another round here with the Storm Spirit. Still, there is going to be a stun from Bulina. You need to save him somehow. Look at the positioning from 33 going forward, and that's going to be Laurel dead. That Roche, it didn't really give you anything, and now with the disruption, you're just buying yourself 2.5 seconds, but after that 9, it just takes you down. Tundra, they win a fight, they're back.
Yeah, Team Spirit completely disrespecting Tundra. They didn't have BKBs, they didn't have ultis, and they still decided to go for it. If you make those slip-ups against Tundra, they're gonna punish you for it.
Definitely, and they get the 2 big kills as well as the Aegis Spirit. They didn't have the God Strength. They wanted to fight without resources. They thought they were that much stronger than Tundra, and they were wrong. This 33 Tidehunter, he's keeping up in farm with Sven, actually.
He doesn't have an Aghanims, right? This is just his innate kit.
Yep.
We spoke about it before, but this Tidehunter can create so much space in this game.
Look at how the odds are switching there. It was so much in favor of Team Spirit, but yeah, not any longer. Tundra, they're taking it back. Now the gold lead is only 1k, 2k. You still have the fastest farmer there, with the Sven especially. If you count the Empower, those cleaves in the later stages of the game, they're also going to be hurting the enemies.
Toro, he's working towards a blink, and that's gonna be a big item because then he can actually solo kill any hero except for the Tide.
That is true. Let's see. Maybe he can even go for the Tide. You might not be able to keep him in stun for long, but the Sven is a very fast hero, so we'll see if he will be able to threaten 33 at all, who now has a shard. So he's gonna have a blink, a shard, Tendrils of the Deep, a follow-up stun as well, just to keep the storm in place for a bit longer.
And he's going for a Silver Edge on the Sven as well, so at that point the Tide is no longer gonna be safe anywhere. Ooh, Saksa scouts the smoke.
Beautiful.
Instant TP.
Ooh, that was so close for Miposhka to find him, but the Team Spirit, their smoke is gonna be broken. They have been found. Still 3 of them are under the guise of it yet. Look at Tundra. Again, we're seeing the same thing. It doesn't matter if he's playing the Enigma or the Tide. He's in an exact same spot. Look at it. He just loves that tree line.
Yeah, but once again, the kill score is heavily in favor of Team Spirit. They had so much momentum, but suddenly the gold lead doesn't look so big anymore. It feels like Tundra is in an okay spot.
They were looking like they were dropping behind, like everything was going Spirit's way, but one mistake and Tundra are back. It just goes to show that they're controlling the map better, that they're moving better. Their communication in terms of how we're gonna spread it is just superior.
Bottom tower is under attack.
We haven't seen Skeeter at all. Okay, he does have his BKB finished, so he might be ready to fight as well, as long as Sven doesn't get on top of him.
I feel like if the Sven catches you, you can have 3 BKBs and you're still gonna be going down. So he wants to go for the Hurricane Pike. I like that one. Going for added armor isn't really gonna help. If you're caught, you still die. It's gonna be the treant caught. He does deal the leech seed there, and an easy kill for Team Spirit.
RP is used, but that is definitely worth it at this stage of the game. Skeeter reveals as BKB.
Doesn't even blink. They don't have the RP collapse. Maybe he can find him. He's counting to 9. But look at him. He knows. He knows they're coming. 4 staff onto collapse. He knows onto the high ground. They found the tide. They're gonna get the stun. And look at what the Sven is doing to him. It's gonna be the Tendrils of the Deep. They buy some time for 33, but ultimately he falls. Yatoro gets the kill.
And Shadow Demon really paying off there. Dragon Shell ain't gonna help you there, buddy. And 9. He's in the enemy base while the tier 1s are still up.
Radiant's
What the hell is wrong with him? Oh man, there. Oh, they found the Magnus with the Lina TPing in. Is there gonna be a stun? It does connect, but he gets the skewer off. This is not good. 9, you do not have a BKB, a stolen Laguna blade, and you're gonna get a taste of your medicine. Avada Kedavra, Mira. He finishes off Skeeter. That is a green beam of light, and it means death.
Yeah, beautifully played by Spirit there. And collapse on this Magnus. He gets the skewer back. I'm almost speechless every time I see this guy play Magnus.
He's looking beautiful there from his side. Tundra, they tried to make a play. This means, okay guys, we're back to farming. No more attempts at killing. Let's just annoy Spirit even further. But is annoying them in this game gonna be enough? If you look at the late game, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Tundra, they might win this one, but I feel like Spirit are itemizing properly. They're getting the Silver Edge against the Tide. The Sven is a great hero against the Lina. You have the Magnus for BKB piercing the Sables. You have everything.
Yeah, they have a really good scaling lineup. But then again, 3 and 25, it's looming on the horizon. Is it beatable?
Okay, Storm, he has found the Tiny, he's trying to do some damage. Laurel doesn't have that much mana, he does have the Illusion Rune to remove the Overgrowth. It does come out, but it's not gonna be coming out, because Snaking will be dropping down before he gets a chance to use it, more so before he wants to use it, because surrounded by enemy heroes, it's not like it's gonna be doing anything.
Ooh, and the Laguna Blade is ready again on Mira. He wants to use it, you can tell. He's so eager.
And we know how it ended up last time for one of Tundra's heroes when they were on the receiving end of that one. He has the half duration of it left. I'm gonna assume he stole it when he was level 11, so it's another 90 seconds overall. But that should be a solid amount of time where Spirit could search for a kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
9 does have his Aghanim Scepter. He's done a really good job catching up. He's almost even with the Storm now.
There's 1,000 gold difference in 25 minutes into the game. It really isn't that high. So that is another item that does allow you to go around the map. Spirit, they're getting more items to be able to catch you, to be able to kill you, to be able to punish you. Skitter, he is farming Candelina here, looking at it, Wingblade. Can she deal with the Sven in the later portions of the game?
I feel like it depends on what the other heroes do. In a 1v1 fight, there is no chance, but they do have a Tide. They have a Tiny, they have a Treant. There are definitely the opportunities to keep the Sven away from her. But it's gonna be so difficult.
Oh, Silver Edge on the Sven. It doesn't mean only break. It means the crit as well on a hero that has so much damage, especially with the Empower. Now, Tundra, they keep themselves away. They're probably going to be reading this one, but Yatoro, he's going to be another hero now that is very good at catching heroes.
It's worth noting that with this Aghanims built on 9, he doesn't have a BKB yet. So if he makes one mistake, he's just gonna go down so fast.
I feel like even with the BKB, that is true, right? If you get lifted up and the Sven is in the vicinity, you're dead anyways.
Are scanning.
Good point.
Like now.
Yep.
What did you expect?
BKB would not have saved him there.
Maybe an Aeon Disc. You buy an Aeon Disc here if you want to be surviving, if you want to be continuing to play Dota like this and Tundra. In a straight fight here, if Team Spirit have their spells, what are the chances of Tundra winning? How does it need to go?
I think like 16%. They would have to save the jump target from the Sven. Like that's the only way. If they start the fight 4v5, it's over.
Yatoro just showing the god strength there. It just expired and he got that last crit there to finish off one more kill. So now he's on the hunt as well.
Saksa.
Gonna be a toss stolen. Creeps in flying through. Mira will kill him with his own spell. And Tundra, they're TPing in. Team Spirit, they're not overextending whatsoever.
They are just gonna wait for Roche. Just 10 more seconds. They just need to make sure that this time they don't immediately commit to a fight after Roche when all of their spells are down. I think they're in pretty firm control of this game, even against the carry Lina.
Dire's top tower.
Roche is going to be spawning. It's going to be a shard. That one is going to be going either to the Magnus or the Rubik. I doubt Yatoro would want to get it, but it actually isn't that bad of a defensive one. Oh, they found 9. They're not going to be getting the skewer. He's very fast. He gets himself out.
Yeah, he's still very slippery.
This game, it is not over, but it feels like Team Spirit are finally, after 2.5 games, they get themselves in control. They've lost the previous 2 without really getting the chances to get ahead, to get their lineup playing. Now, that is going to be happening. They're going to be allowed to play Dota. That is where they shine. Roche will be dropping down Laurel. He doesn't want the Aegis. I'm just going to be too aggressive with it. This time, Yatoro, it is yours. Comes back.
Well, I guess it goes to Laurel again.
Okay.
I think that's the right call. There is only one god strength. So Aegis. Ooh, Yatoro. He just needed one more crit. Never lucky.
Never lucky. He did get a couple of those, so we're not gonna say. I think it was a fair amount of crits, but in the end, 9 will survive just barely. So the shard does go to the Magnus from the Roche. The horn toss is gonna be there without any gold expended. Saksa on the top lane gonna be caught. 4 staff in a couple of seconds. He's looking very much dead. He wants to pick up a tree, but the trees around him are dropping down. Saksa is still alive. Going into the trees, nah, it's not gonna be enough.
Just not tanky enough.
No.
Tundra is still playing their classic style, just splitting the map, and they lose heroes every once in a while, but for them, losing a hero is always some kind of trade. The question is the trade gonna be good enough to keep them in the game?
Is this good enough really in this game being played? It's looking like Team Spirit have finally cracked the code.
Dire's top tower is
It
under
feels that way, but it felt like that for the last game as well, at least at the start. But I have to agree with you. This game, there is no Naga. There is no ticking time bomb, except for the Treant, but that's a very slow clock.
Snaking. Yeah, and might be a very dead block as well. He's gonna get the overgrowth. Nice force step there to get himself out. And Sven is in. Skeeter is gonna be in a lot of pain there. Even with the fleet, he almost dies. In the end, he's gonna be living through it. They're gonna deal with the Rage Pact, and now the full damage will be coming through. He uses the Ravage. Actually, disconnect onto the Storm there. Will be going down, but he still has the Aegis. No, he won't even die once. They think about it going in. You want to get out with the TP. Not gonna be happening. Collapse has found you. And that's gonna be 3 heroes dead on the bottom lane here. Tundra, they just cannot fight against Spirit here in this game 3. And Yatoro, he's not done. He's gonna be dusted. And he has found a hero who might be able to juke out the Storm, but against me, you died one stun. Yatoro gets a triple kill. He is everywhere.
I'm not sure what Tundra can do now. Because the Tide is no longer the annoying threat on the map he once was. They still have the Aegis on Team Spirit.
Vanished
9.
here. Disruption is there. Is he gonna be lifted? No need, because he'll be stunned and brought to justice. Mira does finish him off. The split push from Tundra, it is not working in this game. And Lina, that is bringing good news, unlike the one on the side of Tundra, with a $15 free bet if you click on the banner below. 30-6 Spirit in control.
So that was a delayed 5-0 team wipe. And Team Spirit, they haven't even lost the Aegis.
That was a cool Ravage from 33 though, catching Laurel during his jump.
Yeah, it was a cool Ravage. Boschka with the gem now. I really like this. They know they're gonna be way stronger in fights, so now they need to play the choke game on Tundra instead of the other way around. Get rid of all their vision and make sure that they can't farm anywhere on the map.
Finally, they're gonna be getting a tier 2 before they lose a tier 2 of their own. Team Spirit, they're in firm control of this map in terms of map control, in terms of kills, in terms of strength. They're the bit better ones. Disruption there, he's gonna be saving himself. Nine still wants to go for the kill. The change will connect, but he does have the demonic prayers to keep himself safe even without the strength of the gods. Yatoro, we know what his name is. He's gonna be dropping down the raid back there. He's making sure that Sven is not in. He's gonna be silenced up the storm wall. Pops the BKB, Saksa in with an Avatar's combo. It's not gonna be doing that much. Skitter has to be very careful about going into that one. The raid back is still up. It's a long fight. The Sven goes in with the BKB, wants to kill 33, and he will be more than successful even without his ulti. He backs a punch. That's a big sword that can take down mountains. Saksa is going nowhere. Laurel gets the kill. Tundra, we're gonna be hearing an RP there, and they have caught the Lina. Where do you think you're going? You're gonna be hexed up, and the little piggy will go down. Snake King will be next. Tundra, they're falling apart. Finally, Team Spirit will get their revenge for games number 1 and 2.
And that was the second 5-4-0 team wipe in a row. Sven is now level 25, 10,000 gold ahead of the Lina. And I think Team Spirit may have cracked the Tundra code.
Yep, ban the Enigma. Is that gonna be enough for the future series? We'll see how Tundra adjusts, but this game is still not over, though it does feel that way. Sven has level 25. He has bots too. He is gonna be everywhere on the map with just 30-second cooldown on his TP.
I really like this Hex on Storm Spirit too, even more catch. I feel like 9 just can't play the game.
Dire's middle tower has
Though
fallen.
who can? On the side of Tundra, no one is really allowed to play the game. Hello, 9. Oh, where do you
He
think you're
spots him.
going? Yatoro God is on you. Does he
It's-
have the damage? Definitely with the storm jumping in. Larl from downtown with a follow-up stun. Yatoro does more than enough damage. Saxy is going to be caught. The demonic purge is there. He does have the Ogre Seal Totem. He don't purge that one, and he'll get himself to the high ground. Might be enough to live.
That's another death onto 9. 50 seconds, no Ember. They should be able to get another tier 2 from this. But we mentioned in the draft before, they don't have a ton of push on Team Spirit.
When there's no god strength, it is a problem. Yatoro going forward. They don't have the Aegis any longer. Ravage is gonna come out. They want to go for him. They're trying to bring him down, and they're gonna have more than enough damage now. Without him, can you really fight? They found a big one. Toss up in the air. Collapse is gonna be fine. He gets the cure away, but Rubik is probably not gonna be going anywhere. Look at Nai. He wants to be chasing him forward, but he's just a flaming piggy, a roasted one. Carl getting out. No, he might not. The avalanche does connect. 9 is thinking about going in. He's turning around. Laurel has the BKB. Wants to get the kill before he leaves. And he'll get just that. Zips to the side. He's going to be going for a TP out. Nothing to break that one. And Laurel survives. Barely.
That was so close. I can't believe he got away there. That timing was perfect.
But this is what happens when you show your Sven. There is still a chance for Tundra to kill him. The Lina packs a punch.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the Shadow Demon was there.
True. I guess
It's hard to save from Ravage, right? Because you need to get close to save him, but then you would also get stunned. So you would need to like blink through the Ravage. But it's really difficult.
Does he have an Ether Lens on Miposhka? If he does, then it can be done. No, you're not going to be out of the range of the Ravage, but you're going to have range enough to be able to react. He does have it, so I think he should have been prepared for it.
But really nice call by Tundra to seize the opportunity. Even when 21k behind, if the enemy makes a mistake, you can still capitalize.
Yeah. I think Spirit were like, yeah, we're winning this guy's last outer tower. We're gonna take everything, and then it gets defended. Tundra are still not out of it, but in terms of golden experience, they're definitely still on the back foot, quite heavily at that as well.
And now Yatoro almost has a Bloodborne. So those are some guaranteed crits on top of some magic resistance, which can't be underestimated. It's 20%, it's almost like a hood.
Yeah, it is being delivered as we speak. The Roche is gonna be almost the longest respawn time. Larl, he wants Saxa. We have seen so many times. He's bringing him down. Does have a disarm on Saxa. He's gonna buy himself some time, especially with the Ogre Seal Totem. Yeah, does have the toss, but in the end, he's gonna be turned into a little piggy. Huh? Larl is scared, actually. That's gonna be a little bit too deep for him.
Yeah, you can see all of Tundra approaching.
They're jumping in onto the Lina. The Sven is he didn't pop the BKB, but now he's gonna pop it, and Skitter, your BKB doesn't save you. Yatoro is too big, and 9 might be next collapse. He's gonna be chasing for this one, but it is a hard hero to catch. With a lift from the Rubik, it's not gonna be that hard. He actually dodges the stun, but he will be found
Beautiful.
by the Magnus collapse. He knows what's up, he knows where you go, and he just brings you back.
So much patience. But yeah, this Sven is looking really good against the Lina. Every time she tries to do anything, he just runs close with his BKB and there is nothing he can stop him. And Lina just can't man-fight at all.
This is gonna be a moon shard, 340 minutes. The Sven is stacked, 30,000 net worth. I mean, yeah, the D9 Naga farmed well, but this is on another level here from Yatoro, and he's just gonna be farming heroes as well. Snaking will be next on the menu. Whoever he sees, he just chops down.
Yup. Level 27 as well at 37 minutes. Almost 1,000 GPM. I think he probably has 1,000 XPM. It's looking damn good for Spirit in this game number 3.
Most definitely. Tundra. Okay, let's talk about them a bit. Do you see a clear approach to the map to win, or you think it has to be Spirit forced into a mistake, a big ravage, a big team fight a couple of times from Tundra?
I think it's the latter, because they can't really play that same annoying side lane style, because you have a Sven hunting people with the Silver Edge, you have a Magnus with an RP, you have a Storm who has like infinite range for his initiations. It's just so much harder to play that style, and they don't have the heroes for it either. 9 can do something, but without a Lincoln Sphere, he's still super vulnerable. Or a Neon Disc, something like that.
33 is giving a nice talk there to his teammates. Don't give up, guys. Don't give up. And to be honest here, Wingblade, I mean, Team Spirit, they already played a series before this one. So if we go to 5 games and that's the only way they win this final, fatigue might get to them.
Yeah, they need to play so perfect for this game and then the next 2 after this as well.
And they're in a smoke. They want to seal the deal right here, right now. Team Spirit looking for a big fight. C9 has been caught. Collapse has found him, and with the Hex, he's not going anywhere. He's gonna be taken down. Yatoro does so much jumps in. He's not even popping his ulti. It is unnecessary.
Yep, and he has a Moonshot now as well. He can still upgrade his Blink Dagger, he can still buy a Refresher, he can buy a Shot, he can buy Moonshot for his team. So he's not done farming yet, not even close.
Mira though does have the ulti from the Ember Spirit there, so we're gonna be seeing some green remnants. Saxa, no, he wanted to leave, but wanting and being able to completely different things. He was given a nice flower, but it will be his demise. Yatoro, even once disarmed, he still brings pain and death.
This is the 3rd Roche, and it's gonna be a free Aghanim. That would be quite nice for the Sven, but maybe even better for the Shadow Demon. The Storm?
What does the Sven get? Who's getting the axe? It is gonna be a Storm. What?
He doesn't want it. He's like,
Doesn't-
someone else, take it, what the hell? Okay, he does take it. His captain convinces him, he's like, come on, take it.
He's just taking. Goodbye. This is just looking so easy now. Team Spirit, they must feel so good right now. They were bullied for 2 games, but you know, this is the time when you went to the gym, when you got buffed up, and now finally you can meet your high school bully head on, and they're doing it in style.
Down are scanning.
Don't give up, guys. Don't give up.
The Treant, he does have buyback, and I feel like it's still gonna be difficult for Team Spirit to breach the high ground, even with a 33k gold advantage. They just... oh, that is huge.
Yeah, but maybe Tundra does give up in this game, because this is looking like it's just open season for Yatoro. Whoever he sees is instantly dead. And the thing is that Laurel can join him across the map as well. Ember has been caught, he's gonna be pulled in. They have so much lockdown, and even without the Sven, the damage is enough.
No buybacks. Well, now it's suddenly not gonna be that difficult anymore to breach the high ground. They can just hit it. Who's gonna stop them?
Yeah, these 3, they don't do damage. Really, they don't touch him. They're gonna go for a smoke, and I'm not really seeing that they can engage. This is at least gonna be a lane of racks, maybe even more. You have 1 more glib there on Tundra, but it's debatable how much it's gonna help you.
Yeah, they're just smoking outside of base to see if they can push out some waves.
Don't give up, guys. Don't give up.
Team Spirit, they have to know that there are no buybacks.
Oh god, he's gonna be having the god strength in just a couple of seconds, and then these Raxes, they fall even faster. They can't get the megas because there's a tier 2 on the bottom lane, but they're definitely gonna be getting another lane of Rax here. Tundra, they're helpless.
So double Rex advantage, 40k gold lead at 42 minutes. It's not quite over yet, but
Really?
it's getting there.
You're going with that one? Because to me, this is looking like we're going into a game 4 here, Wingblade.
I mean, okay, I was gonna say we've seen Tundra come back from worse, but I don't think we have.
No, actually, they're always the ones that had force staff onto the leader. That's not gonna help you. A full force of Yatoro is gonna be showing you what's up. He gets himself out of the overgrowth immediately, having the satanic, and yet Dawson closer to the base. No problem, I'll kill you even in front of the fountain for now. He's gonna be getting himself out, but Laurel, that's going in the stolen overgrowth and an RP only for a support. We don't need it on more heroes because we are just gonna crush you. The Kraken has been released. They're gonna get the stun onto the storm. They get a kill, but still it's only the Aegis. Sven is gonna be losing his god strength. He's gonna be losing his sword for the time being. He has been disarmed, but it doesn't matter. They're going for the GG push. They're buying back Team Spirit. They want this to end right here, right now.
All of those buybacks and they only managed to kill the Rubik.
Gonna be getting them together, hold hands like good friends, and die. That's what Team Spirit want to make Tundra do, and finally they give up, they tap out. We are going to a game 4. This best of 5 grand finals is not gonna be ending with a 3-0 for Tundra.
Team Spirit, that has to feel liberating. They got choked out in some slow, grueling matches in game number 1 and 2. In the third game, they banned the hero that has been a thorn in their side the entire series, the Enigma, but they give away the Lina and they crush it.
Is this the path to victory here, Wingblade? Does this mean Tundra without the Enigma, they cannot beat Spirit? Or is it too early to tell?
I think it's a bit too early to tell, but you know, I am hopeful. If I would definitely expect them to ban the Enigma again. I would also expect Tundra to maybe pick up like the Visage first phase or another Zoo hero, because I feel like that is their path to victory. If they play it in a straight up Dota versus Dota game, I think Spirit is favored.
Tundra was smurfing in games number 1 and 2, but Yatoro smurfing in this one, 25 kills, 40,000 net worth. He was pretty much not dead in this one at all. So Wingblade, when you said I hope so, are you cheering for Team Spirit? Are you biased here? Or are you just hoping that we go? Yeah, okay. That does make a lot of sense. We all want 5 games. For now, we're only going to be getting 4, but we are going to be getting into that 4th one in just a short amount of time. Guys, stay with us. More Dota action is to come after the break. And we continue here in the BetBoom universe, episode 1 Comic Zone. It is still not over, Winged Blade. We are gonna be watching at least 4 games of this best of 5 grand finals between Tundra and Team Spirit. For people that are just joining us, and I don't think there's many of them, probably everyone is watching with their eyes wide open to this series. But Tundra, they won the first 2 games with ease. They did take a long time, but they were never in any kind of pressure. Team Spirit, they got mad, and now they finally found their game. Game 4, I don't know what to expect, but I know that it's gonna be epic.
Yeah, for sure. And I love the fact that we're seeing a meta developing in front of our eyes. In normal games, people just ban out the Brute and the Lina, and then you have a normal game. But now Team Spirit, they figured out, well, actually, the Enigma is way more important than the Lina. Well, usually, if a team gets Lina, I'm like, okay, they won. Next. But this is like a level of Dota above that, you know? Like, they've I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. It's just too much.
It definitely is. What is different in this game than the other 3 is that Team Spirit are going to be on the Dire and Tundra on Radiant. It was the other way around in all 3 of the games. And yep, Enigma, out of that one, Team Spirit, this time around, they are the ones that have the first pick. So Tundra, they want to switch some things up.
You think that Tundra is going to give Team Spirit Lina this game? Nope, apparently not.
Team Spirit are the better team. Just kidding, of course. The way the Team Spirit did win the TI 2010, 2020. Was it in 2020? Either way, the TI 10. The way that they did win it is because they found a counter or found a way to play against the strongest hero in the current meta. It was the Tiny at the time. And it seems like they found a decent way to play against the Lina. They haven't completely countered it. They are not going to win against it every single time, but they are showing that they can play against the hero, which is a big thing for this final and also going into the major. So I have high hopes for Spirit.
Oh, for sure. And we were like, oh, we're not quite sure about this Sven. Maybe it's not going to work super well. And then Yatoro just proved us so darn wrong.
Yeah, well, Yatoro is a beast. That is just the case. He's probably one of the only tier 1 carries that is going to go for a Sven, and he just performs with it so nicely. They're going to go for the Undying, so we are going to be seeing that one as the first pick this time around for Spirit.
So, is Tundra gonna pick the Snapfire? Because I feel like earlier in this tournament, the moment someone picked Team Spirit, it would instantly get responded with the Snapfire. But they're gonna go with Ricky Mirana. Mirana is pretty good against the Tombstone as well, and that's just a classic combination. The sleeping dart into the arrow, it's so difficult to deal with.
We forgot about the Ricky, and Team Spirit, they seem to have forgotten about the Ricky as well. These two, when they met in the upper bracket semifinals, one game, you know, the Tundra won was with the Ricky, and it was a pretty decent game for them. This time around, they're gonna have a Mirana on top of it as well. As you mentioned, they can already deal well with the Tombstone and also have this amazing setup for the arrow. I'm scared for Team Spirit. They need to find a way to deal with this.
Wait, you mean that Tundra played Ricky in the series against Team Spirit in the upper bracket?
Yes.
Because I feel like that was Spirit playing Ricky, and I believe they lost.
They played game number 1, they played Ricky. Game 3, Tundra played Ricky.
Ah, yes, that's right. So both teams played Ricky, one of them won, one of them lost.
Yeah, but when you lose with the Ricky, it might mean that you don't understand the hero thoroughly. If you do not understand it thoroughly, you might not have an idea of how to play against it, or you might have an idea how to play against it. You just are not fast enough and skilled enough in that particular area of the game to be able to find it. So I'm hoping the Team Spirit have discussed how to play against this hero, because they did let him through.
And they are gonna ban the Skeeter Naga. Maybe they're gonna ban his Chaos Knight as well.
Makes sense. You know, CK is also solid against the Tombstone too. Also, both of these heroes are very low in armor, so it would be quite nice. You would be lacking a bit of team fight on Tundra, but that hasn't been a problem for them in the past.
It looks like Tundra may be baiting a Pangolier ban. They banned the Bloodseeker, posturing like, hey, we totally want to pick Pango. Why else would you ban the Bloodseeker this early?
I guess it is a very powerful laner, that if he crushes the lane, gets online, I don't know. It's not good. It's if it's not a targeted ban, as you're mentioning, to protect someone, it really is. It really is very weird.
Team spirits turn to ban.
It's worth noting as well that Batrider is still in the pool too. And I believe the hero got banned out most often in the second phase in this series. We could be seeing it this game. I do think it's a hero with a lot of potential.
Yeah, definitely. Though in Eastern Europe, in the DPC, he had really bad win rate. So I don't know how confident Spirit feel going for that one. In the in Western Europe, it had 60% win rate, so it was definitely better there.
Skeeter CK is still in the pool.
Oh, that is true. That is true. But they're probably not going to be picking it the third pick. I could see a Tusk coming out for Skitter here as the third pick. Maybe a Tiny. The problem with those picks, they're not so good because you've already shown your supports.
Yeah, Tundra, they don't have a lot of flexibility in their draft right now, but they do have a really strong support duo. And
Esports turn
they could even still go Ricky Carry if they really want to. It's not awful. There are games for it.
There's a Tusk. Do Team Spirit go for a Magnus? Or maybe a Centaur here? I'm not sure. I just want something that is going to be fighting with the team.
Yeah, I think either one is really good. We've seen how much Collapse can do with either the Magnus or the Centaur together with the Rubik. Just such a classic.
5 seconds remaining.
The problem I have with those, you're going to be jumping into a smoke screen though. So that could be a problem. Maybe something that holds an area as an offlaner is better. Tide. Yeah,
Okay.
he does go into that category, I guess.
Yeah, really good against the Ricky Sleep Dart into Arrow combination too.
But he does suck against the smoke screen, I guess, because you're not really going to be buying a BKB on this hero. You might buy a Force Staff. We have seen crazier things. We've seen a Storm Spirit with a Force Staff earlier in the day, so nothing would surprise me.
Yeah, and it actually worked quite well, didn't it?
Tundra
Yeah.
Esports
I mean, you have to get it against the NHS Prophet, and you talked about the Snapfire. We're going to be seeing a core Snapfire against a Tusk in the mid lane, so I wouldn't want to be in the shoes of 9, because every single time Laurel plays against a melee hero with a snap, he just crushes it completely.
10 seconds remaining.
Laurel Snapfire. I'm excited.
5 seconds.
So what is
remaining.
Tundra gonna respond with? They have
Timber?
all of their reserve time left pretty much.
Timber is so good. Does 33 play Timber? He should.
I think it's his kind of hero, but it's been a while since he played it. I remember it from back in the day, but I was gonna say Doom is really good here too, because it counters the Tide.
Oh, that is the case. That is definitely the case. But it puts you, Tundra, in this timing between minute 6, 7 until minute 15, until the Ricky has the shard. You're so very weak on every single one of your heroes. You're gonna lose the mid lane. Pressuring the Tide and the Rubik lane gonna be very tough with either the Mirana or the Ricky. Doom isn't really a big playmaker. Team Spirit are gonna have a window to get ahead.
And in the late game, you have the Rubik lift to save the Doom target, and you can even gobble the Doom target up and just blast him back to the fountain.
Yeah. We already saw it today when Yatoro was playing a Marcy. Wherever he would get doomed, there was a Snapfire there, and the shard on the cookie really made a difference there. So I'm liking what Spirit have currently. They don't have the last pick, so in terms of carries, Tundra should get the slight advantage. But still, I think Spirit currently have the edge.
This does look like a classic Tundra draft, though. They don't have the Zoo
Yep.
heroes, but they do have the heroes that can be annoying in the side lane, farm up, and like the supports that can get the pickoffs every once in a while.
10 seconds.
So I
But
feel
they're
like
not
this
good.
draft's already fit them a little bit better as opposed to last
5
game.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, but they're not good at pushing out the waves. That is an issue here, and I think it's gonna be a big one. Team Spirit, if I was them, just recognize that your enemies are so weak in the first 15 minutes. Like, understand it. Go for the lane win and crush them so that they can never come back.
So which carry do you think fits that game plan really well for Team Spirit?
So you're up against the the Doom.
Mhm.
Marcy fits it pretty well because it crushes the Doom. Later on in the game, you have a battlefield, you're going to be pushing out the wave. Maybe it's a little bit more farming oriented than I would want, but it does destroy the lane, and we have seen Yatoro rotate early with the Marcy, so I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit awkward as well together with the Undying. And then Tundra, since they have last pick, they could play Doom as a carry and pick like a ranged hero to completely destroy that lane. So I'm not sure how much I like that.
Maybe.
Team Spirit's turn to pick.
Okay, this fan
Okay.
being banned out. It's
He
a
has
respect
gotten
ban
some
for sure.
respect. Getting some nice respect there. Team Spirit, what is left? Sniper is in the pool. Not too bad because you're going to have 2 ways to get out of the smoke screen. I guess one way out of the smoke screen and then another way to get out of the shards with the concussive grenade.
5 seconds.
Sniper is in the pool. They could go for Chaos Knight as well for themselves.
It's banned.
not
But
too
what
bad.
about the Luna?
Oh, never mind.
What about the Luna here? We're gonna go for the Terrorblade. Okay, similar.
Yeah, this TB. I guess it lanes pretty okay against Doom. Because you have the Metamorphosis and Doom doesn't have a lot of starting armor.
10
But it doesn't
seconds
really
remaining.
fit like the aggressive playstyle you were suggesting.
5 seconds
Do
remaining.
you pick a PL for Tundra?
No, I don't think so.
No?
It's quite bad against Tide.
Yeah, that is true. The other ones though are pretty bad against it. Anyone's Monkey King does come to mind as a decent one, but I very rarely see Skidder play it.
Maybe even the Void. Because they do have the arrow. I feel like it's decent enough against Tide. I wouldn't hate it.
Looking at it, and I'm not really sure where we want to take it. Spectre would be okay with their lineup, but bad against the Terrorblade.
They do go for it.
Yeah. Again, yeah, I like it. I actually really like it. I just think it is gonna be slow because the PL, he needs to be ahead, and to me it's looking like Team Spirit are going to be ahead, so it's dangerous. But I think if we go into the later portions of it, if the PL and the Terrorblade are like 5 slotted each, that the PL is gonna be a much bigger problem. So this for me is finally a really good draft between the two teams that is gonna be close to each other, whatever happens. And they're just areas of the game that one team is good at and the other team is good at. I still think that Team Spirit with their lineup, they have the potential to win this one. So I'm gonna go for them because the first 15 minutes, they really should be coming out ahead.
Yeah, I think that if this game goes over 40 minutes, then Tundra is gonna win for sure. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna give the edge to Team Spirit. And just because they looked so strong in the laning stage in the early game, last game, I feel like they can just do the same again on Team Spirit and never give the PL the opportunity to get to that stage where he has like the Hyatt, the Octarine, and he's just such a pain to deal with. So I'm gonna go with Spirit on this one as well.
Yeah, all 3 of their lanes are strong. We'll see if they'll be able to capitalize on it, if they can get enough gold lead there before the Ricky shard comes out, because that completely changes the game. But we'll see once we get into the game how it is going to be looking, how the teams are going to be moving around. I just need to get used to Team Spirit being on the Dire side because they have been mostly playing Radiant today, but not anymore. Finally, they're going to get the Dire side, which is currently still favored over the Radiant. I think it's like 55 to 45.
Yeah, we'll see. I wonder if we're gonna get map changes in the next patch. Probably, right?
Yeah, it's about time. It's about time we get something new. We need to get used to the new trees, to everything around the map. You know, that's gonna be quite nice. Actually, in Western Europe, it's 62% for the Dire side. In Eastern Europe, the difference wasn't that high.
Alright, not bad. So what do you think the Tidehunter is gonna build this game? Is it gonna be the classic Greaves, or is it gonna be like Collapse did on the past few heroes, with just like the blink refresher kind of style, just the more flashy initiations?
I think he still gets the Greaves in this game, but it's gonna be Greaves Blink Shard for the Tide. I think that's the That's the play here. You want to get a blink as early as possible against the Doom, and here finally the odds are gonna be close to even. Team Spirit have proven themselves that they can win against Tundra. We still have the banner below that you can click on, guys, and get yourself to the BetBoom website. But Tundra, they get themselves into the enemy triangle. For now, no one is gonna be there.
Yeah, they're setting themselves up, but they're not gonna find anything here. I feel like both lineups are pretty damn decent level 1.
Yeah, pretty solid. Though imagine if you run into an Undying, he gets a triple man DK, and you're not really that good at killing him, are you?
No, they do have the damage, but they would need like a 3 or 4 second arrow.
That is true, and that is not easy to set up right now. They don't have much to be able to do it. Snaking, he is the one that popularized the position 5 Mirana, and now he's gonna be showing if it can still be played to its effect. Skitter is gonna be given a tango. The stars are gonna be dropping from the skies, but Team Spirit are gonna be fine. They secure that rune. It is gonna be 2 runes for Spirit, 2 runes for Tundra. Again, it's gonna be a split.
Yep. It's gonna be mid lane. Tusk against the Snapfire. You say Snapfire is a bit favored. I'm gonna flip the roles here. So why is Snapfire so favored against Tusk in your opinion?
Whenever I see the Larl playing a Snapfire against a melee hero, he crushes it. And if you remember, okay, let's just watch this epic battle until death. Who comes out ahead? He does have a Fairy Fire on the Ricky. No more jumps with Poshka now. It's gonna be a chase the other way. Let's see who wins. Miposhka doesn't want to go for that one. The Fairy Fire is still on Saxa. Miposhka, he knows he's losing. There isn't the jump, and now he turns around. Let's go, your HP is mine. An epic battle between them, but in the end, no one will fall. At least not just yet. Saxa turns around, he's still baiting with the Fairy Fire, but Boschka has way too much HP. He's gonna be losing it right now, and Saxa, he's winning it. He's winning. He was the first blood. No, he will not getting the tower. The tower might get it there, and Saxa, he knows that the DK cannot kill him. He cannot get him low enough. He wants to jump there. This is so exciting. This is the biggest fight that we had so far.
I can't believe it. Just one more mana and he is enough.
He jumps in. Oh, that's a tower. That's a tower. With Poshka, he wins, but he's gonna get a help from a friend here.
Saxa getting a little bit too greedy there. Tries to go for the big play, ends up paying the price. Man, what a battle.
So are we coming back to the mid lane snap? Well, today we saw what it did to a Pango, right? That is how I feel like it should go against any melee hero, though it seems like 9 on a signature hero, he knows what he's doing. Okay, another epic battle. Now he's gonna be snaking, and Mira is running away, and with the sticks, he's gonna be keeping himself alive. Mirana doesn't want to be fighting this one. The zap from the Rubik is gonna have it in 2 seconds. He wants the kill, he has the range, but no, now it wouldn't even be enough damage, and Mira gives up.
And Mira was so close to level 2. It would have made all the difference.
Yatoro is gonna be slapped a bit. He does have 7 stick charges. He should be fine with Poshka dropping low. He gets the double decay, so that's a lot of HP that he gets back.
Yeah, I would expect 33 to have a pretty good time on this lane. I mean, the Undying is annoying, but they're never gonna be able to kill him. Because Metamorphosis is a good amount of damage, but there is no lockdown, so 33 should be able to like calculate the damage and get out without losing too much HP.
And this is kind of the reason why I like that Saxa moved away. Yatoro is gonna be in trouble. The tornado is there. He's taking a lot of damage. He is gonna be using the stick there just in time, but the tower is defending him. Saxa is dropping low. He already died to the tower, but it is gonna be a demon dropping down to the flame. And it is gonna be 33 that gets the kill.
Why does he have 2 win places? Did I miss something?
Yeah. That doesn't work, right?
I don't think it does. But with 33, you never know. The guy is constantly like reinventing the meta.
Like, I found the bug, guys. I can go for double wind lace.
Maybe he wants to rush Tranquil Boots? Because that does stack with the Windlace.
Yeah, true. Does he
Yeah,
really?
they definitely don't stack.
Does he really? Doesn't he go for like the arcane boots always on the Doom, hopes for the zap creep or the mana burn creep? Isn't that his playstyle?
I think so, yeah. I guess it must have been a misclick. Let's not overanalyze this.
Yeah, okay, we'll see. We'll see if it's a misclick as the as time progresses. Collapse, he is crushing the bottom lane. This is to be expected. The Tide versus any melee hero, but the PL is just not gonna have a nice time. And Poshka is dropping low, but Yatoro is gonna be popping the metamorphosis there. And as soon as they see the form, Tundra, they go for a 180. They don't want to be going forward.
So far, small lead in favor of Team Spirit after the laning stage. Mid lane is still pretty even. Nine doing a really good job on this Tusk. It is one of his signature heroes after all.
Definitely, though, Laurel, one of his signature heroes is the Snapfire, but it seems like they were prepared. They knew how this was gonna go. 33 hiding in the trees. Miposhka here, they wait for him and they want to burn him down. They still have the metamorphosis, but inside of the smoke screen, he's gonna be missing way too much. He doesn't have it any longer. The Tombstone is gonna be taken down by Saxa. Even extra gold there. The zombie slowing down 33. One more swipe and Yatoro gets the kill. That one is gonna be favoring Spirit.
That's a big kill. Even with the meta running out, he still gets the kill.
Is he killing Saxa here with the body blocks? No, he can't get in front of him.
Sometimes you see carries, they pick up the Gloves of Haste first, and then the Bend of Elven Skin, and then the boots, but Yatoro picks up the boots, and it definitely pays off.
Yeah, it does definitely change quite a lot there. 2k gold lead for Spirit. They have 3 kills, 2 on the side of Tundra. This game is not going to be starting with a 3-0 for Spirit, but it's going to be starting with a very nice gold lead here. They're going to be happy with most of it coming from the Tide, but actually, even the Terrorblade is crushing the Doom in the lane.
And I'm curious to see where Laurel rotates to first. I guess the one downside of the Team Spirit draft is they don't have like stuns on every single lane. So if Laurel rotates top, they don't really have a lot of setup for the Mortimer's Kisses.
He won't need the setup for the Mortimer's Kisses. Dusky's gonna burn. He's used to the cold weather. Mortimer will bring him down. Laurel gets the kill. Team Spirit continue to do well.
Yeah, Mira just rotating for the XP tax, you know?
Buenos días, buenos días.
I mean, moral support as well. You know, that comes in handy as well. And I mean, you have nothing to do on the Tide lane apart from die here to Snaking, who is showing why he's known for his Mirana.
33. He's closing in on his level 6. Be seeing a Doom soon, but Skeeter really not having fun against the Tide. This is what I was worried about with the PL. Because it's just no fun in lane at all. And later in the game, I guess you have the Diffusal for the mana drain, but you're still never gonna kill him.
That is true. That is where the Tide with the Doom comes in, I guess. Just Doom him and ignore him would probably be the best thing. Well, the PL is dealing with the other ones, but he's gonna need a lot of time. 33, slow down. The zombies are coming for him. He's gonna be slowing down even further with the reflection expiring. He does have enough movement speed to get himself away.
Got very low once again, and 9 is here. Just some casual shots. Gets the kill, no sweat.
And the bonus Tombstone as well. That's going to be another 125 gold. The Terrorblade needs to run. Yatoro, he could easily die here. He already used his Sunder, so doesn't have that defensive capability.
Needs to be really careful. He is quite tanky, but is he tanky enough?
Is he baiting them in here? I don't really know, because only the Undying came forward, and with the snowball, that's gonna be more than enough damage. Yatoro has the sticks. He's gonna be going through the trees. He knows these paths well, and he's gonna be planting a tree there, but it doesn't matter because he's dead, and Miposhka will follow suit. There's no one here coming to help him. He's just gonna die on the exact same spot that his carry did. Actually, he's joking around that tree. Miposhka is still alive. He doesn't have a TP to get out of this one, so if 9 really wants him, he's gonna get him. Ring around the rosy. Miposhka is not gonna be caught just yet. Saxa finally finds him with the shards, and one more swipe. It is gonna be a kill. Hitter will die on the bottom lane.
Ravage committed. Laurel, he gets a return onto 33. That's a pretty big kill. He kills Saxa too.
Once that kill, he's not gonna have a scatter blast for quite some time. Yatoro is coming over. He's gonna be following through with that one, and the scatter blast from long range not gonna be enough. 9 out, turning around. There's gonna be a problem for Laurel. He doesn't have a cookie. He can't get out of this one, and with the snowball, it's gonna be a kill. Tundra, their aggression on the top lane is paying off.
For sure, and some nice rotations by 9. Topping the net worth right now, actually. And if you want to top the net worth, you can click the banner below the stream and get $15 as a free bet. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get you closer to Forbes, at least by $15 at least. But we don't know how many new customers we're going to be getting here at the 4th game of the best of 5 grand finals. 7-6 in terms of kills. Finally, we're going to be having a very equal start to the game. This 9 Tusk is really showing why he's so well known on the hero.
The gold graph has equalized a little bit. Of course, part of that is because of the Devourer on 33, and I reckon he has his Midas coming up too. That's still a pretty even early game.
Yep, it started off quite nice for Team Spirit. They were 2k gold ahead, but not any longer, with a couple of rotations to the top lane and a couple of kills as well. Tundra are right back on track, though Collapse is still a problem, and it seems like he wants to go for an early Aghanim center in this game.
Skill onto 33, meta committed, but that's totally fine. But yeah, we spoke about if he was gonna go for Guardian Greaves or like Blink Refresher, but there was a secret third option. We should have thought about that one, because Aghanims is really good against PL.
And he doesn't have the Ravage, the arrow is coming through, he has the Kraken Shell, 3 levels in it, and you're not killing him, you're not even getting close. There is gonna be a Walrus Punch flying out the 9, but he's gonna take it like a man, and will be completely fine.
Yeah, that was a very optimistic kill attempt. They got him down to 50%, and he didn't even use his sticks or his hood. But you know, there was an attempt.
They're getting him softer. They're trying to scare him. They're just a couple of punches. Though I think after that one, Collapse is going to be feeling even more confident. You brought your mid laner, your strongest hero, and he was completely useless against me. The gold lead will continue to increase here for Spirit. They're controlling the map slightly better here, and Yatoro is really farming well.
And Skeeter, he's really suffering. I think the matchup is okay, but not if you're this far behind. Polska is gonna go down, so that's a nice freebie for Tundra. But I don't think it's a very important kill.
I feel like Skitter can't go for the Diffusal Blade. If he buys a Diffusal in this game, he's going to be so far behind. He has to go for a Manta. He needs a farming item in this one.
He really needs to trust his team to carry the game up until he comes online.
With this kind of a start, it's not going to be anytime soon. Doom, on the other hand, he's coming back into the game. 33 didn't have the easiest lane, but now he's of course going to be farming quite nicely. Oh, 9, he dodges the punch there. This guy, he knows how to box. Now, he cannot dodge the snowball, so it's going to be a snowball fight. Usually the Tusk is the one who comes out ahead in those ones, but here, it's not going to be the case. Actually, he's living through it quite nicely. He needs to kill that zombie. 9 is now going to be slowed down. He goes for the snowball, and with the arrow onto the zombie, maybe 9 can finally get himself away. Nope, another snowball will be there from the Rubik, and Mira, he wins this one.
It's a nice kill to 9. They're gonna be able to take this tier 1 too. Huge turn of events for Team Spirit.
Looking very much dead, especially with Collapse being there. He's way too tanky for you to engage. Oh, top lane 33 will get caught. The Rubik is there, and this is looking like a very dead Doom. He does have a TP, but the damage should be sufficient even if he goes for it. He's just trying to buy as much time as he can. Scatterblast misses. Now he's surrounded by way too many heroes, way too many creeps, and finally he will fall.
I think he could have lived if he had skilled up Doom. But he's going for the 4-4-1-0 build. That's
Are you
very greedy.
surprised?
Buenos días.
I mean, I see more and more Dooms just not picking up Doom or not skilling up Doom, so it shouldn't surprise me.
We're seeing some clips come through. They're going to be sharing those. Collapse, he knows he can't die. Why are you
So
even
close.
trying? This watermelon isn't going to be getting broken, and look at how happy he is. You can see from that smiley that Collapse is full of himself currently.
Yeah, I guess the first smiley was because they did snipe his career. So he may be invulnerable, but his career definitely is not.
Neither is Miraz.
I
Not
mean,
that
Ricky
bad.
is pretty useless at this point, so you might as well just start sniping careers until 15 minutes.
He might pay with his life. He's gonna get to the high ground. Go for TP. Okay, immediately didn't
another
bring in
one.
the Rubik. They want him dead, but it's gonna cost them a lot of couriers in the end. He will be dropping down. Actually, the dust is gonna be expiring. They have another one going for a TP out Saksa. Oh, they don't miss inside of the smoke screen. If they miss there, he actually lives.
Under attack.
I think that was worth it for sure. He killed 3 couriers.
And he's buying time for minute 15. It is gonna be coming soon, and we talked about it. That is a big timing for Spirit until minute 15, but then things can change.
For sure. And Skeeto is slowly starting to catch back up. He has his Diffusal Blade going for a Manta next. So if he finds a hero like Undying, he can actually kill him.
So I think I was either watching one of the vlogs of Spirit or maybe Gorg's stream, but either way Yatoro was playing is saying, yo, the PL has a Diffusal, just let him farm and we win, because he farms so slowly with it. 33 is the fast farmer on their team, but he's gonna be taken down in Mira. He takes the Devour, so he's gonna be having a built-in Midas now as well.
Yeah, fast farmer, but also fast feeder apparently. Team Spirit, they get another one, and now this tier 1 should be falling soon as well. They have no meta, but they have plenty of damage. I don't think Tundra is gonna contest this.
Larl is sick of not having the Guardian Greaves in his team, so he's gonna be buying it himself. They're being delivered as we speak, so they're gonna have them either way. Collapse might be going a bit greedier, but Larl will he'll take the role of the one who's gonna be saving everyone.
And he's gonna go for the Deso build. I'm not actually sure if I like it this game, because I feel like you're not gonna be able to burst the Terrorblade or the Tide.
We'll see if it does help there. The other 3 though, the Undying, Rubik, and the Snapfire, they die very easily to the Deso. Even with the Guardian Grease, the Snapfire is quite susceptible to it. Naturally, the hero doesn't have that much armor, obviously, because it is a strength hero. So I'm not, that mad that he's trying to go for the one punch.
Yeah, fair enough. If there is any player I'm not gonna question his Tusk builds, it's 9.
Gonna get the punch to the Tide, the arrow flying through. It is gonna connect on the Terrorblade. It might actually save Nine's life. He's going for a TP out. The Rubik is here. That was a bit too optimistic. He's not gonna move an inch from that one, and Miposhka in the end claims the kill.
Nice kill there. Ravage was committed, but again, for a mid hero, that's definitely worth it.
He actually dodged the Ravage there. If he didn't panic on the snowball usage onto going with it, the Ravage wouldn't have connected on him.
Do you think that would have saved him? It would have been cool for sure.
That's what we're all about here.
Saksa.
Cool. Oh, poor Chris. He's actually out. This time around, they're not gonna kill him.
Wait, did I see a gem? Did they buy a gem out of frustration?
Under attack.
I didn't see a gem. I don't know, but I'm seeing some nice odds here for Team Spirit. And if anyone wants to use the ones on Tundra, they can click on the banner below, get their $15 free bet. But overall, it is going to be a tier 2 for Team Spirit. This has been a problem for them in the first 2 series, taking down the tier 2 early, but not in the last 2 games. They're going to be ahead now.
Oh, Saksa. Taking a lot of damage, but he is still a slippery fella.
He doesn't know where the sentry is. 9. He's gonna be caught. The Walrus Punch will get stolen. He's gonna get tossed into the air, slow down quite a lot, and finally Mira finishes him off. They're starting to bleed. Kills here on Tundra. Saksa finally finds out where the sentry is. She's not gonna be getting close to that one. Oh, there's another one. Yatoro, he really wants him.
No TP for 20. Is Saksa gonna run through this?
Yeah, he takes it down. Does he play the Ricky and does he think like, ha ha ha, I'm being so annoying? They're so nervous now.
Oh, for sure. Rickies, they live for the agony of the enemy team. They just want to annoy them. They don't even care about winning.
I'm pretty sad that I don't play a lot of Dota nowadays. But this Ricky shard thing would definitely be my thing.
Oh, bloody Saksa. What a pain.
Okay, he's a pain in the backside, but is this really gonna be buying you the necessary time? Actually, he's getting quite a lot of reactions from Spirit.
I think it's the best possible thing he can do right now, because Tundra, they really can't fight, so killing the couriers provides a pretty solid source of economy. Like, I want to see some stats about how much gold they've gained from killing couriers, because it has to be in the thousands.
Maybe that's a bit much, but yeah, could be like 1,000, 2,000, everyone getting like 60, 70 gold once the courier dies. Saxa is gonna be continuing to be annoying, jumps to the side there, does drop the smoke screen, a little bit of dust in your eyes. Saxa gets himself into the trees, collapses, trying to kill him, not gonna be able to, at least not just yet. But they will find him. They drop down the sentry. It's gonna be enough with Mira with the walrus punch. They're showing that even from afar, his left hook is not something to be joked about. And top tier 2, it is that as well. Spirit in full control. They're coming high ground.
Yeah, what's gonna stop them? A Tusk with like Hold the Decel, a PL with a Diffusal? I don't see how they stop this.
Let's see, Metamorphosis was popped. Team Spirit, they're staying. They don't care. Tundra, you will come to fight us. We are already burying you here. Here's a tombstone, and Snake King, he is dead. He has been around the map everywhere, but the tier 3, it will fall. Your base is being destroyed. Team Spirit, in just 20 minutes, they have broken your base apart, and they're ready to take the racks as well. Tundra are watching helplessly.
This is what I was afraid of when they picked the PL. They just can't stop this timing. We see the sleeping dart coming out, but what's it gonna do?
Give more energy to Spirit because they get a power nap and get out. 15 to 8. PL trying to farm. He does have his Manta Skitter. He's getting closer to a point where he could actually fight.
And it's not like Skitter is criminally underfarmed or anything. It's just that he is so far behind the TB because Yatoro is having a great game.
He's doing okay on the PL, but he's nowhere near really. And we look at it on every single position. Spirit are stronger currently, and they want to continue pushing forward with the next meta, Roche, and just go from objective to objective. It seems like the obvious choice for Spirit. And when you look at Tundra's lineup, the Mirana and the Riki, they don't do much when the enemies are together.
Yeah, for sure. And even the Doom isn't gonna do too much in fights unless he manages to Doom either the Terrorblade or the Ravage before they use anything, but I think that's unlikely.
33's fingers, they are just not used to pressing that button. Even in this game, we haven't seen a single Doom. Am I right? Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, why did he even skill it up? He's not gonna use it anyway, just put it in stats.
Oh man, that is unreal, really. I guess the objective for Tundra in this series was let's win without our offlaner using his ulti, but you might want to revert back because Spirit, they're striking back here for sure, and now they're going for the Roche with Boomstone there. This should be an easy grab for him.
And with the Undying, the Terrorblade, the Tide, they take this so quickly. No chance for Tundra to contest.
Stolen arrow there, Collapse gonna be forced that forward. He's coming for it, but finally his mana is gonna be taken away a little bit there by the PL illusions. He doesn't really mind.
Saxa once again behind enemy lines, and we have couriers approaching.
Yeah, and it's a whole brigade of them as well. Ah, he misses them.
Ooh.
Just a second there. He doesn't have any vision.
Radiant's middle tower
I guess they're
is under
fine
attack.
for now, but they're gonna have to make it back to base as well.
Imagine how much those couriers are sweating. Like, we're winning, yeah, but it doesn't mean that you as a courier will be surviving this war.
We're coming towards Saxa.
Oh,
He's gonna
he was
get
that
one
one
for sure.
Dire's courier.
Yep.
He got it. Poor courier. Poor courier there. Gonna be some nice
Tundra is
gold.
also losing base, but you know, Team Spirit is losing couriers. Priorities.
And there's gonna be a creep wave from the top lane, so you cannot really stop this push. You have to fight. If you're Tundra, you lose the second lane of Rax 23 minutes in, it's over. You have to go for this fight right here, right now. They have a Shiva on the Doom. That might be something that helps. No, he's gonna kill the courier. There is no Scotty for the Terrorblade. That is a big one for sure. And Scotty would change so much. It would make the Terrorblade a beast, an unkillable one. But he might already be. That's a stolen arrow into the Doom. A stave will come through, but it doesn't matter. The Doom is that he just bought his Shiva. He's not going to be helping at all because he's gone. The snowball from 9. He's way too deep. He's going to be using the shot for Yatoro. He's going to be using his fists to bring him down. That's a double kill for Yatoro. And guess what? guess what, Wingblade? We have ourselves a game 5. They're not calling GG, but that doesn't mean that this game isn't over.
Buenos días.
And once again, the gold lead isn't that big, but they're just losing buildings and they can't fight. And GG is called. It's a game 5. We're getting a game 5.
It is a game 5, and Team Spirit, they rushed through games 3 and 4, so they have the stamina to continue. They've been playing for the entirety of the day, but these guys are professionals. They know what's up, and they're gonna be giving us a best of 5 grand finals, a full one, just like the last time. This time, Spirit, they're gunning for the title.
I can't believe it. After game 2, we were like, oh, Tundra, they just look unbeatable. You know, what can Team Spirit even do? It feels hopeless. And then the next game, 2 games, they just roll through them completely. I guess the Enigma ban made all the difference.
Have Tundra revealed? Have they revealed how they are beatable if they don't have the Enigma? Is that just it? Was that the key?
Oh, I guess so. And look at Skido's score. 0-1 and 0. He hasn't been involved in a single kill in the entire game.
To be honest,
That's sad.
that was his score every game 20 minutes in. Just that this time around, Spirit did find a way to end it. He really wasn't part of the fights in the 2 games that they won either.
Yeah, fair enough. But damn, Team Spirit. I loved it when they recognized they could just take the high ground. Like, they didn't go for Roche. They didn't wait for, like, some BKB. They were like, hey, they have a PL. They have a Tusk without a BKB. They have a Doom. We can just go high ground right now. We're just gonna put the Doom in front of your base and you can't stop us.
Imagine how good they feel currently. I mean, after the first 2 games, they were probably down, you know, Dustin, like these guys, they're exhausting us. But imagine how good they feel now when they're winning 2 games with such ease. Going into game number 5, who do you think has the advantage?
I mean, Team Spirit, they have so much momentum right now. They're probably thinking about the reverse sweep, and Tundra is sweating like, damn, they banned our Enigma and suddenly we went from like being the top dog by far to getting crushed. So this has to feel good for Spirit. Of course, Tundra, you can't win TI without being resilient, right? So I think they still have a solid shot at this. I would just favor Team Spirit slightly right now.
And the previous BetBoom Christmas show, Team Spirit, they lost in the grand finals against Game and Gladiators with a score to 3-2. Now they don't want to allow that to happen against another Western European team. So let's see how it's gonna be ending up here. The final game of the Comic Zone is coming up after the break.
Even 9 plays more Centaur than 33.
What about Ember would be good in the mid lane against the Tusk, but it is not a bad Ember game actually. You know, any kind of mobile hero is good.
You may now select your
Okay.
heroes.
That's weird. It's very good against the Tusk mid, for sure. And I feel like in the early mid game, it's gonna be super tanky. But late game, it's so bad against this.
It's 4 strength heroes though.
True.
It
I
is
mean, we
4
were
strength
speaking about
heroes.
the Timber earlier in the series, and they didn't pick it up. But now, this time, Tundra surprises us. Do you
Yeah.
think it's enough?
Oof, I like it. I think it's actually quite nice, though. Yeah, the SF probably cannot go to the mid lane. But I'm trying to think, do you really have the capability